Well, welcome to session 29 of Kingdom of Springkeep. I'm the host and DM, Michael, and we have everybody that is amazing here tonight. Rose, Callie, Jer, Matt, Mel, thank you all. Last time, the party had a bit of contention as you got to the border. Kashana didn't want to give her name, and Velki and the party, not knowing why, gave her name to the border crossing knight Soltaire. She then decided to drink the blight juice and then went off to fight to gain quicker passage, which, with the wonderful battle capabilities of Kashana Zin and then jumping in their lore, you three managed to get yourselves a Freya Noon medallion that let you guys all jump ahead in the line, as well as to have some fun little goodies throughout the kingdom. Afterwards, had a heart-to-heart on Kashana's past at her school, why she doesn't want people to know her name. And then in the night, she spent 2 decades dreaming about the life of Tander and his untimely end, as well as gain a little quote-unquote bonus, whether it's a good thing or not. Kashana has an extra life now. And that's more or less where everyone left off, heading you're almost to Pinecrest now. So with that out of the way, I want to welcome everyone to the Kingdom of Springkeep.
I wish to guide people like the stars guide me.
If you like stepping all over everyone and being confined to the tiny little role.
Of course, we've had a few drawbacks, I suppose. I don't know. It'll be worth it. I know it will.
But I believe that we are in a birdcage, as you would say.
It won't happen again, right?
So thanks to Mel, I was reminded of a pretty important thing that was missed on my summary there. That the party figured out what was going on with Kashana because of some incredible religion roles between Velki and Anates. Velki managed to get a little overwhelmed with multiple voices, whereas Anates got to see through his father's eyes to look inside of Kashana, as well as cast a spell that gave blips on both Kashana and Lore. And that was the ending part there. So the group, you now have discovered what has happened to Kashana, have a base understanding of it. You are free to start heading off to Pinecrest if you wish, or if there's anything else you would like to do before your adventure begins today, feel free.
Have we eaten?
Yes, we had breakfast.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gave you an entire bowl of meat.
Ah, yes, I remember now. Thank you.
I don't know if anybody else ate, but that was definitely... There is many a meat here to sample from.
Can I eat the muffins from my pocket? Because every single time that I've talked to Michael, he's reminding me that I have muffins in my pocket.
You may eat muffins. Do you want to eat both or just one?
Just one.
Just one, that's fair.
Well,
I just don't want them to go
anybody
bad.
else. Does anybody else want a muffin? It's from my pocket. I've had it for a while now. Only a few days, actually. Would anybody care for a pocket muffin?
What if I ate half? Could I have like half?
Yeah, of course. Here. You
I
split it in
think
half.
I've had enough eating and digesting bad things for me.
Fair enough.
You saying that
Well,
that meat was
You want
bad?
the other
I'm
half of
sorry.
a
And
muffin.
it's not the meat, Velky.
I mean, it could have been bad. I didn't actually try it.
It was very delicious, thank you.
If there's nothing else, we can start heading northward.
one thing, but it'll probably happen while everybody's getting on the cart.
Get on the
When
cart.
everybody's
Get
ready
on
to
the
go.
cart.
I'm getting in the cart.
I'm already in the cart.
Everybody's in the cart. Before Anates gets on the cart, Velky would like to pull him to the side, kind of away from the group.
You need something.
We talk for a second, just quick. It's not like anything horrendous.
Okay. What's up?
How do I phrase this? Should have thought about that first. I have is it a proposition? I don't know. Maybe a suggestion?
Okay.
I want your opinion on something.
I think those are three very
They're
different
very
things.
different things. It's all in how you take what I'm about to say, honestly.
Right.
Open
Well,
for interpretation.
Go ahead and give me your proposition, suggestion, opinion.
Your opinion, not mine.
Yes.
Well, I guess it's sort of also my opinion. Regardless, I was thinking, after all this, this being yesterday and parts of today, do you think that you'd be open to talking to the group now? About all that stuff from Morganwald? I think it might be important that they know.
I was hoping I could get a handle on it before I talked to them.
Yeah, I'm not going to force you to do anything, which is why I said it depends on how you take it. But if people come looking for you, not you, but think it's you, and Shauna is in the same boat, don't you think she'd be kind of pissed off that we made her tell us about her thing and then didn't convey the whole story either?
I'll think about it the next time we stop, though. See how I feel.
Okay, sure. We'll get on the cart now.
I'll get on the cart too.
Okay. You both make your way onto the cart. And you start heading north. Now that you have 2 horses, while physics does not allow you to go twice as fast, Appleby has an easier time, and so the pace can be a little bit quicker than normal. Who would like to make a perception check?
Can I do something weird?
No.
Add perception.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Rose, what would you like to do?
I can't believe I'm being stifled.
What would you like, Rose?
I want to kind of... I wanted to say meditate, but every time I thought of that, I just went to the you're not meditating, you're napping. There's a difference. Yeah, I want to kind of I guess, meditate.
Okay. Do you have a goal in meditation?
Seeing, I don't know. Do I want to try that without the dad safety blanket? Maybe not the whole way. See if I can maybe dip my toes into the dark ooze that is Donate's psyche.
Okay. A big part of that was definitely the fact that you were in that space with Voshin. The way you were able to physically do it last time, but you can definitely give it a try now. See if it'll work.
I don't want to try and I don't want to go the whole way like I tried to do that time and kind of force it, but I want to see if I can kind of put my toe in.
Sure. Let's just first see how zen you can get on this ride. So give me a first straight wisdom roll.
Great wisdom. Bro, I'm zen as fuck. Natural 20, 23.
23, okay. So despite the bumpiness of the uneven roads that are, well, I mean, medieval-esque countryside, you manage to center yourself, and eventually everything around you starts to fade away. Lore's violin playing quickly becomes fainter and fainter. Probably a little bit of bickering between party members as they look out and try and play games to pass the time. You just separate yourself from all of that and find yourself very calm and relaxed, perhaps the most you've been in a very long time. Now, you want to dip your toes a bit into that space you were before, correct?
Yeah.
That's going to be another wisdom check, but at disadvantage.
Okay. Can I guidance myself in this state?
Probably not, because you are now like in a meditative state.
Right. You gotta go. You gotta try.
Yeah. I'm all for guidancing oneself, but in this situation, it doesn't work.
First roll was a 13. Second roll was a 17. So 13 plus 3 is 16.
16? It's not like it was before. The magical energy of that space definitely was helping you get into that deepness of yourself. But you feel something. You feel something similar there. And you can hear that voice of whatever's inside of you to lash out, to attack, to kill. And you just hear that voice over and over, albeit a little faintly. What would you like to do with it?
I don't. Okay. I guess I try to like grab onto it in a way.
Okay.
And see if I can like just like kind of. I'm thinking like when you put, like when you're making like a cake or something, and you put an ingredient in and you mix it into the rest of the mixture. I want to kind of see if I can grab onto that sort of negative vibe and kind of mix it around in the rest of the Onate's soup.
Trying to become one, kind of?
Yeah, see if I can space it out a bit so it's less volatile.
Okay. Just a d20 roll. It's not going to have any influence on anything if it's just a d20.
That's cocked. That's a 3.
As you're trying to swirl this, all that seems to happen is the voice get louder and louder and louder in your head. And you feel it getting closer and closer. And it's going to keep getting louder unless you decide to do something or back out. Rather than swirling, it's starting to try to overtake you.
I guess I'll try to like, if I'm conscious enough in this situation, I guess I'll try to like force myself back awake.
Yeah. Yeah, fun part about that is you absolutely can just do that. Your attempt, possibly not a failure, depending on how you want to look at it. You can always try again, another time. At the very least, you have confirmation now that if you try hard enough, you can get into a state where you can interact with that.
I apologize to anybody who's actually into like spiritual stuff and like meditation stuff, and me just turning it into a cake metaphor.
Oh, I know all about cakes from this weekend. Don't worry about it. Okay, so on a taste you tried. Did not go, I think, as you expected, but at least you can do it. So there's that fun. Kashana, during this time, you do get a short rest.
Amazing.
Did not get a long rest from your sleep.
Nobody get injured. I have no healing.
I do. That's mostly my job.
Thank God we have a cleric
I also have healing, so it's okay.
and a bard.
To answer your earlier question, Michael, I have a 19 on perception.
Okay, yeah, so you're now in the thick of what you assume to be the landscape of Freya Noon now. Very grays and yellows, not as much green. Off in the distance, you can kind of see the makings of a forest as you're getting closer to Pinecrest. But not really as much farmland anymore. As you get closer to the town, though, you do start to see farm animals. Some bovines and horses, none labeled number 2, unfortunately. But you do see some more ranch style than farm style. So much so that there's even a dog very upset in the background. And as you continue driving, you can already see, for the second time in 2 days, a bit of a lineup ahead of you as this small... It's hard to say town, and you'll see more when you get closer, but there's a bit of a lineup coming up ahead as people are slowing down. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before you reach your mid-destination?
Am I still, like, am I out during this time?
Yep.
Or am I out?
Now you're out.
Okay.
And there's still a little bit of time before you reach this lineup. There are no tall buildings in the horizon this time.
Can I pass the reins to Anates for a second?
Oh, out as in I'm awake?
Oh, sorry. Yes, you're awake. My apologies.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Sorry,
out of the meditative state.
Yeah, sorry, I was using out as in like conked out. Yeah, you can totally. He kind of like, he's been kind of quiet, and I think when he woke up, he was kind of like, "You're gonna work with me eventually." He kind of muttered that, and I guess you go to hand him the reins, and he's like, "Oh, you want me to drive?"
For a second, or a minute. It depends. I want to look at something real quick.
Sure.
It's been bugging me for days, and I haven't had a chance.
Days.
I'm gonna pull out my puzzle box.
Your puzzle box. Ooh, fun.
Oh boy.
Oh
I
boy.
think now's as good a chance as any. I mean, I'm not distracted if you can drive.
I think I can do that.
I'd like to
Okay.
look at my puzzle box.
All right. So, your puzzle box. It's very interesting. You fiddle around with it a bit, and it kind of shifts and turns, kind of like a Rubik's Cube does. But it also has parts that like indent and slide. It's very smooth, a very lacquered wood. And the design on it is different for each face. One face is the fox that covers the entire kingdom insignia, as well as a few of the provinces on another, but the most prominent one, the most detailed one, is that of Dawnmark, which, very similar to Freya Noon's, is a sun, but is rising over the horizon, like just kind of halfway up for basically the sunrise. And it's got beautiful painted colors, whereas all the rest are mostly just like carving of images. This one is painted. And yeah, you can start fiddling with it. Are you trying to solve it?
Sure.
Okay. Give me an intelligence roll.
Can I guidance myself?
Yes, you can.
Yay! That might very well be a natural 20.
Oh shit.
I don't have anything in my intelligence, but with guidance, let's see. 22.
22.
Wasted it on a puzzle box.
No, it's fine.
I mean, have you ever tried to open some of those things? Those things are hard.
You get into the zone on this one. I want you to give me was it a max of 20 or a natural 20 plus your guidance?
Natural.
Natural.
I don't have anything
Give
in
me
intelligence.
2 d10s.
Oh, okay. Let me find some d10s.
Do you want the total of those two d10s or the separate?
It'll be easier for me if it's separate.
Okay. Thank you for asking that, Callie. That's a good question.
You're welcome. I figured there was a reason.
Did not even consider that. Whoop. One of them just decided to fly itself out of everything. An 8 and a 0, so 8 and 10.
18, okay.
My dice, they good today. They liked me.
So, as you're like sliding it around, getting some turns and shifts, you hear a small click get into place and then like a little hum from it. And the edges, which seem to be very solid and smooth before, start to have some white light break between, and the wood,
I broke it.
the wood around shatters.
Oh, I broke it really bad.
And you quickly drop it out of the shock, and once the light fades, you see the puzzle box again, but slightly smaller this time. And there's just wood crumbs around. And a voice calls out into your mind, Velky.
Oh no. Is it Kashana again?
I wish.
Weird if it was, though.
That would be weird. Oh my God. Kashana just starts fucking with Velky over this.
Brain tickles.
Can't believe you broke in my box.
No. The voice sounds that of a young man, probably in his 20s, not too much older than you. And all it says is, I need to see her again.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And then you just see your puzzle box. The design's slightly different. Same themings, but the pictures themselves are just ever so different enough for you to know that they're meant to be signifying of the same still Lake of Dawn mark and of the kingdom. But just someone drew them and painted them a little differently on this one.
Wild.
As if he reacted and like kind of like dropped it and like
Oh, he yelled. That was
yeah,
that was
like
in
he
character.
screamed that he broke it. Untaste will look over and be like, "You said it looks like fine, but it looks smaller now."
Yeah, it's just very slightly smaller.
It looks fine to me. Are you okay?
I'm sorry. Did you not see the blinding white light that came out of this thing?
I did. My player missed that.
It's just, why did it do that? That's disgusting and so cool. Okay, I'm gonna pick it back up.
Okay.
Assume it's, I guess it's magical.
Probably. I don't know. More than likely. I don't know.
Would you like me to look at it?
Do you want
I
to?
did go to magic school.
Be careful. It speaks in your head.
Great, another voice in my head besides my own. Can I just look? I don't want to try and open it. I just want to look at it and see if I can kind of figure out where I think it might have come from, or like anything that I can obtain from it magically.
He will pass it back to Kashana.
Okay.
Can I have it back when you're done?
Give me.
It's very nice.
Are you trying?
Of
Okay,
course.
those are two different things.
Okay, well, I want to see magically if I can determine what kind of magic it is, and anything I might be able to like arcane wise.
Sure, give me an Arcana check.
Okay. 14.
14. This is an old magic. This, you can tell that this spell has been on this thing for a long time. As far as you can kind of guess, the magic seems to be kind of just a locking spell, though very powerful. The trigger to unlock is to solve the puzzle. Basically in a way that it is meant for the person who made it to know how to get to the inside very quickly without it being near impossible.
Are there like symbols and stuff on it, or like is there anything indicative
Outside of the
like
for the
No, if you look at but if you're looking for that, you look at the pieces that came off that Velki quote unquote destroyed, and you do see some arcane ruins on the inside of the pieces.
Can I determine what those are?
Do you want me to hand them to you?
Yeah. Can I have the pieces?
Can I see this all happening? Would I know anything?
Velky will scoop up as many as he can.
Can I try and piece it together? Like,
I wouldn't know
a
anything
puzzle?
about it, but like, would I be able to recognize the runes even or something?
Yeah, I mean, Kashana can very quickly tell that it's mostly enchantment, to have enchanted the puzzle box to do its thing.
So it's like the enchantment for the lock?
Yeah. Laura, if you want to give me a second Arcana check, you can.
Sure, why not?
Or if you want to give Kashana advantage on a second one.
I have a +4 to mine.
Okay, you can have an advantage.
Okay.
So
So
I'm like,
I
no, I have a +2. No, you can do it.
I get advantage, you said? That's a 23.
23. You can tell that there is something inside that is also magical, but it is obscured by the enchantment, the locking enchantment.
Well, it's enchanted with a locking spell. And I'll show it to Velky. I'll be like, see these like ruins and stuff. That's the enchantment pot. It's what made the lock pot.
Oh, that makes sense.
Looks like it's old though. It doesn't look like it was just made like last week or anything. Where did you get this?
You remember that family of goblins that we found on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them handed me this, said that he could never figure it out, and that maybe I could get some use out of it.
Well,
Don't know where they got it from.
I would be careful with this just because we don't know what it is inside. And you
Well,
said it talked to you? You
it
said
did.
that right.
Yes, it did speak in my brain, much like you do. Very scary.
I just start
So-
talking in his brain. Is it this scary?
Not right now, because I'm expecting you to be a dick.
Oh, well that's just no fun.
But it did say that it just I think it said it really wanted to see her again or find her or something like that. I was a little bit busy trying not to shit myself.
You know, maybe if we get to a library, I can try and decipher how ancient this thing is. And maybe see if there's anything about it.
We could definitely have some fun with it.
Or we could just open it.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I didn't think there would be more boxes inside of this box inside of that box, you know?
Well, can I try and open it? Can I give it a go?
We go back and forth. It's really fun.
Yay! We could share it. We could just pass it along the group.
Yes, everybody should have a chance if there's that many boxes.
Yes.
And And
Should I-
at this
should I try
time
and-
that you find yourselves caught up to the line ahead and you have reached Pinecrest.
And give back the box. Next time, I'll give it a go.
It will focus on it later. This
Yes.
is probably more important.
I will
shove the
say
box back in
Velky
my
had done
head.
that for some time. It took some time for him to get to that point.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You did say he got right in the zone.
Yeah. This is a endeavor of it'll probably you want to dedicate some time to figuring this out. And you rolled really good on your intelligence check to figure out how to get past this first layer. So, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Okay. So, you've reached the line, very, very, very much shorter than the one for the border, and you see a bit of a tent, a shack up ahead. And this town sprawls out quite a bit. It doesn't have any height to it. It's not a big city, but it does sprawl out a ways, and you see off to one side a lot of carts, wagons, and tents. The main area, and there's some buildings that you can kind of see up ahead. And after like 10, 15, 20 minutes or so, you finally reach the front of this line, and you come to a little tent.
Hello, little tent.
Yeah.
Ooh, mystery tent.
Just getting to my notes for this. Okay. As you get to the tent, it is labeled Merchant Guild.
Ooh,
Yeah.
merchant guild.
And coming out of the tent is a Goliath, tall, bulking, has kind of a top knot, but the rest of the head is shaved. And he, punched my mic there. Sorry, everybody.
First time I've
Oh,
ever actually heard it when you've done that.
Punched it harder.
Yeah, comes out.
How hard you could punch it? Just for fun.
No, I don't want to break this mic. Welcome to Pinecrest.
Oh, fuck. I was yawning, I'm sorry.
Welcome. Thank you.
May I ask, are you merchants, buyers? I don't recognize you, but perhaps you are residents?
Not residents. Currently mostly just buyers, I believe.
Okay.
Could be sellers if you have a good price.
Well, you can absolutely ask anybody here to buy any of your goods. I just need to know if you are setting up a shop or if you're
Goodness,
just...
no.
Okay. I got
Absolutely
some...
not.
Pulls out from his bag these little, friendship bracelets.
Yeah, I do.
Where it's like
Yeah.
where it's most, instead of like beads and stuff though, it's mostly just
like
the
braided.
braided. How many of you are there?
5.
5. Okay. Counts out 1, 2. Goes back.
Unless
Counts out
you
1,
count the
2.
Horses.
Horses. Are they
Yes,
people?
they're horses. No, they're not people. They're
But I
like
mean,
apple.
technically, that could be debatable. We did talk to the horses, so they could be, of course, people.
Oh, now you're making me feel bad.
I'm not gonna think about that too hard. 1,
Yeah, I don't really
2,
want to think about that either.
3,
You guys the other way too, though.
4,
Annotace can turn into a horse. So he can-
5. Okay.
But couldn't we all possibly be just animals?
if he's a person, if he's an
I don't like this. I'm sorry I brought it up. Hi.
He hands over 5 blue wristbands. Sorry, not blue, green. No. Yes, blue. I don't know why I got myself confused there.
We confused you.
Yeah. 5 blue bands. As you're looking around town, green are for merchants, blue is for buyers. And if you see any red, they're residents. Anyone wearing yellow is a part of the Merchant Guild and can answer any questions you may have about the systems here. How long do you plan on staying?
Uncertain.
few days.
Long
maybe.
enough.
Long enough. Okay.
Potentially a couple of days. It's up in the air at the moment.
Okay. If you head off to the west, where you see all the carts and tents and everything, you can talk to Marlene. She handles the camping grounds. She can get you as good of a spot as you can possibly get. There's a lot of people here.
We camp here.
Yes. Wandering Soul Tent Ground.
What an interesting little place this
This
is.
place hasn't been here for very long. I kind of helped set it up with my my brother. We've managed to get a bit of a... This is kind of a main trading route between the provinces, so everyone kind of goes along this road, and eventually just kind of became quickly a few shops here and there, and they kind of grew more and more and more, and now we just kind of have this whole system of merchants coming in and out for varying amounts of time, setting up their own tents and shops. Very few permanent residents.
So this is Pinecrest we're in, right?
Correct. You are in Pinecrest. And I will now pull you guys over to the Pinecrest map.
Did you say your name, Mister?
Yeah, what is your name?
I did not say my name. My apologies.
Do you have a name?
Secret name. We'll have to find it out later.
Does your brother have a name?
He does. Anyway, I'm just getting our map set up on the screen here. There we go.
Weird that he'd have a name and not your brother. Weird that your brother would have a name and not
I
you.
have a name.
What if neither of them
may I
have a name?
learn your name?
Oh, you said that
My
his brother has
name
a name.
is Zingzu.
Excuse me? Bless you.
Zingzu.
Beautiful name.
Thank you.
I'm Velky.
Hello, Velky. It is pronounced Xingzu.
No, it's
no,
not
spelled.
anymore. I put
It's spelled.
Z-I-N-G zoo.
It is spelled
Start over.
Xingzu.
So I guess if we're giving her names, kind of. I'm Onates.
Hello, Onates.
Lostoria.
You asked for my brother's name as well.
Yes.
His name is Heiwa.
Cool.
We are both runners of the Merchant Guild. I guess I am also technically the mayor of this town. He walks the stalls and streets to make sure everything is on the up and up. And by up and up, I mean no one's causing problems. Do not cause problems.
Can you spell his name for me?
Yes,
as well? I'm
please.
just putting them into chat.
Heiwa.
H-E. Thank you.
We set this place up ourselves, more or less.
From what I can see, it looks lovely.
Thank
It's a
you.
lovely place.
If you need the church, it is off in that direction. It is one of the only main actual buildings, aside from... tents and stalls are buildings, by definition. It is the only building made of stone. One of the only buildings made of stone.
Understood. Do you happen to have a library here? Probably not.
Library.
Or books?
Yeah, place with,
Bookstore?
paper.
We don't have any
can-
permanent libraries.
You have a bookseller.
I'm sure
That
there's
makes
at
sense. I
least
mean-
one. Let me give me one moment. And from his other side, from behind his back, he pulls out this really big leather-bound book and kind of holds it in one hand and flips through it. And is kind of scrolling through with his fingers. We do have one bookseller currently. They're in the northeastern section, I believe. Oh, that's an easy one to remember. The Bound Leather.
That's a cool name.
It's
for
just
bookstore.
basically a town-sized flea market.
Yes, exactly. Kind of.
I mean,
There's
a
no
little
fleas
big
here, I
for
promise.
fleas.
Sure,
No, flea markets are so
Carly.
great.
You never know what you'll find in them.
More fleas.
Look, fleas
No,
are
there's
important,
no-
I'm sure.
There's no fleas at flea markets. Flea markets are great. They're like mini sellers.
I feel like there might be some fleas depending on,
Well,
you know,
I mean,
the
there's
condition.
probably like a pet store or something that has fleas. And I don't know.
We should go to a pet store. Do you have a pet store?
I want to
Do you
go
have,
to a pet store.
Do you have someone who sells like little tiny animals? Or big animals too?
Let me check. Goes through, flips a
Sure,
couple
pet
pages.
Store, pet store.
There's something called the Every Animal Emporium.
Oh, that sounds perfect.
That's a little on
We'll
the
definitely
nose.
check that out. Yeah.
Does anyone else need anything? Maybe we make a little shopping list.
If you don't mind, there are people behind you in line that I do need to help welcome in.
I don't acknowledge them. How about armor? Do you have somewhere I can go get some like nice things?
Sure, we can find it by looking around.
You know what? I'll just go exploring. But you were a
Yes.
great help.
Like I
That
said,
would be the most fun.
check with anyone with a yellow band. They are merchant guild members and they can help you point in any directions.
About a tavern, you know, somewhere to like go.
Not really. I think one of the bigger tents right now is a bit of an eating area. That might be close to what you're looking for.
Food stall?
There's always food stalls of the like if you're wanting something to actually sit down and eat. I think one of the bigger ones is one of that right now. We don't have a permanent building for tavern. Mostly the permanent buildings are homes, such as mine. It's over
We
there.
don't have places for people to stay.
The campground.
Yeah, we have to
Right.
camp.
Okay.
Wandering Soul Tent Ground.
Sure.
Off to the west. Marlene can help you with that.
Should we go see her before we do stuff?
Up to you.
What would you recommend? Okay, just up in the air.
There's always room. The campground expands as much as it needs.
But I think we should drop off the horses and then we'll go explore.
Good idea.
Go wander around and check out every single stall.
Mm-hmm.
It might take a while with the size
Curious
of this place.
What? We have nothing but times in.
Yeah, where else are we going other
You
than...
got like
well,
an
that's not
appointment or
true.
something?
Actually, we do have things that we're doing.
Yeah, don't we
Oh.
kind of have a time limit to get to Ruin's Edge?
But it would be
Oh,
nice
Do
to
we
have
really?
one day of rest. I would like that.
I mean, yeah, like, we don't need to be there, like, by tomorrow, but...
No, I mean, we do have to go there fairly soon, but I guess we still have to maybe go do Thunderball, so...
That's
We have
at
time,
Ruin's
is my
Edge, isn't
point.
it? No, it's not. Never mind.
No, it's in the vicinity.
Oh, sure.
I
Been a-
can't remember.
It's been a day.
So, as you are all making your way through town,
Making my way.
Wait,
Make 'em away.
hold
Oh my
before
God.
you start,
Fucking
Michael. I am
ass.
so sorry. But while we're with the horses, I
yeah,
would like to pull Kashana over. We never told you the name of our new horse. We've named her.
Oh no. Okay.
I
What have you
call
named her?
Lulu.
Lulu.
is
Okay.
Liz, but her name is Appaloosa.
Isn't
on
the
its
other
name.
horse?
Yes, it is.
No, but get it. It's two apples.
It's really
I'm
funny.
just gonna nickname her Loser, or just call them both Apple.
Apple and apple. I like that.
Mm.
I'll
Or
just
one could be
call her
Apple and one could be
Lulu.
B, and then there'll be Applebee together.
Now you're just getting confusing.
The point
Alright,
is, I would
so-
like you to officially meet our new friend.
I pet the new horse. Hello. Lulu.
and then Appleby goes, nay.
Pets Applebee.
Pet the horses.
So as you're
Alright,
making,
so-
as you are traveling through the town, you can very quickly tell, yes, it is a farmer's market, a flea market, a bazaar, whatever kind of style you would like to think of it as. It is a market-based town. The buildings, the permanent buildings that do exist are on the outside ring. Mostly homes, the church, as well as just a couple more permanent looking ones that still kind of look like market stalls, but are a little more permanent. You have like some bakeries and food stalls, and then you get further into the middle and it's much less permanent. At the center of it all is a wooden stage, and you can already hear the music playing. And during your time here, it almost never stops except for when there is a either improv or classical short play being put on by a couple groups, but it is almost constantly going.
Theater town.
I found the source of the
Ooh.
BGM.
Can other people play this off the
Thespians
street?
everywhere.
You can find out for sure.
Maybe we
When you
can
pass
ask
it, you can
Molly.
definitely see that people are like, there's like some chairs and stuff to sit and watch for like longer shows, and people are constantly wandering through. There's a little box at the front of the stage for people to put tips, because they don't want
Ooh, I
people
wanna
throwing
perform.
money on at people going. And there's behind it a clearly like set up area for people to like do their makeup or prepare themselves. And to the front left side of it, near where like you would kind of move, get close, there is a time slot for the day of what people have claimed to perform and how long. It is very much a free-for-all. Basically, you can kind of tell that people are like hastily trying to like write their name and how long they're going to be. There isn't any longer than 30 minutes. You can very quickly tell.
Law, should we sign you up?
Yeah, I want to go in it so badly.
Can we make a quick stop and sign Laura up for this show thingy?
You could give me like a little like time
Sure.
zone, and then we could go shopping, and then I could be back here for that time and perform a little bit. Just for fun.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I'll go with Laura and sign them up.
Okay.
So excited.
The next
But,
time slot
cross
isn't
over
until
there.
like dusk.
That's fine. Gives us all day to shop.
Yeah.
Is there like a time slot after that? After the one Laura takes?
Basically what you can tell is people are writing their name the time it starts, which is usually the moment the other one has ended. And there's no time slot. It's just people claiming this time I start until this time.
Okay, so can I take the time after Laura's?
Yeah.
Okay.
I suppose you
but
could.
I don't put my name.
What do you put?
You
also write what you're doing, so it would go lore, time slot, and then what it is you're performing. You can just put violin.
I'm just gonna put violin.
Fair. So
Can I
Kush-
put violin experience?
yes.
Like a little like star.
You can very quickly see as well people try to accentuate what it is they're doing as well. They're trying to make it sound maybe sometimes a little more fancy than what it should be. And then other people just clearly put the instrument they're playing. And it is a wide variety of instruments. You can tell earlier in the day before you got here, like near dawn, someone was just playing the spoons
Hell yeah.
for
I
like
love it.
20 minutes.
Because of
I
course
just
someone
never
did.
want to leave.
You can also, when you look at the stage, you can tell this could very easily be taken down in a flash if need be. It looks sturdy, but it also looks very much like someone built this to be moved if necessary. The stage part, not like the back entrance area. So you have claimed your spot. How long do you plan to go for lore?
You said that the top is 30 minutes?
Yeah, the max you can... Well, there's no rules stated, but you can see that no one has gone longer than 30 minutes.
I'm gonna go for 31 minutes.
Okay. And Kashana?
So
32.
I'm going to put down I'm just gonna put down some things and I'm gonna claim about 31 minutes as well.
Okay.
What are the things?
Yeah, what are the things?
Can I privately message you?
Okay.
A surprise for us.
This is a lot of typing.
How big is the box to
Oh.
write in?
Not big enough.
Okay, Kashana. I guess no one else is here to see this, so
I mean, Lore's here.
yeah, Lori, you can definitely see it. Cal, you
Did
can
I see
message.
what-
I'll
wrote?
send it to Jer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so after that all takes place, you continue heading towards the campground, which is kind of like out here on the map. So they have an entrance at the front and back. Only one area has the has a small tent area to sign up in. So you quickly head over to that one instead.
Okay.
And this one has like a lemonade style, like little stall made out of wood with a sign at the top that says Wandering Soul Tent Ground. And you see a half orc sitting there with her hands clasped on the wooden table, back straight, wide smile with small tusks coming up over her top lip. You trot on up.
I do trot on it. Yep.
She just kind of stares at you, squints a little bit. Need a place to stay?
Yes. Are you Marlene?
That I am.
Nice to meet you, Marlene.
Nice to meet you. How close are you wanting to be to town? We got varying degrees, all for varying prices.
You don't know? Does anybody have a preference?
So how much is to be as close to town as possible?
1 gold.
I would
that's-
take as close to town as possible.
Yeah,
Then.
that's not bad at all.
Okay. So, how much space do you need? Do you have tents?
No.
We have tents, don't we?
Technically, yes, we do if we have our packs.
Yeah, we have tents.
Yeah, I think I have a tent.
I will.
Whether or not we use them is a different story.
We have rental services for anything you need. I swear they are washed.
And that. Did you have to include that part?
Yes, because
Yeah.
people always ask, so I just preemptively say it.
Yeah, but see, when you preemptively say it, it sounds like you're compensating.
How many times do you get asked a question before you just start saying something?
I don't have a tent in my
Well, I
inventory.
suppose I don't
Never
get
mind.
asked the same question a lot.
I get asked the
Can we
same
just
questions a
sleep
lot.
outside?
Fair.
I apparently do not have a tent.
I
Yeah,
don't think
we
I have a tent
normally
either.
just sleep
Yeah, that's odd. I
outside.
thought I did, but I don't.
Okay,
I
so
know.
none
We're
of us
all
have
good at
tents.
this.
We're good at
You're-
camping.
It's up to you. You could also just sleep under the stars if you want.
How much is a tent?
I mean, I usually sleep on the
Each one is 2 silver.
The different size tents, or is it just?
Oh, yes. There are different size tents. We have ones that fit an individual up to a family of 10.
Okay.
The individuals are 2 silver. The family size one are 9 silver.
Okay, so we will take.
And that will cover your entire stay, however long it may be. However, if you are staying here for longer than a week, we do ask that you not stay closest to town.
Yeah,
That
we won't be
makes
here
sense.
that long.
We're
Okay.
not sure
but-
how long we'll be here, but if we're going to stay longer, I'll come and let you know.
Okay, and then we will reschedule. Well, not reschedule. We will move around your location to match accordingly.
Absolutely.
We just want the people that would like to be close to town be the ones that are very quickly coming and going.
That makes sense.
We'll take 2 tents. Do you have a 2-person and then a 3-person tent?
Yes.
Okay, we'll take one of those each.
Actually. On Hazel, kind of. We'll take 2 2-person and an individual.
Okay, well, I was going to give you the 2-person tent, but
He kind of like looks away. Sure, go with her thing then.
I didn't want to leave Zin out unless Zin wants his own tent.
Yeah, we were just gonna hang it.
Just
with
fine
him.
with whatever.
Maybe we should just ask Zin. Yeah, Zin, what do you want?
To be able to sleep.
Okay, so one
Individual it
two-person
is then.
tent, no, one two-person tent, and one three-person tent.
Okay. 1-person tent, 1 silver. No, sorry, 2 silver. The 2-person tents, 5 silver. For both.
Haggle
For
them
both.
down.
Oh god.
Can I be like,
Sure,
you
make
just
a
told me
persuasion
it's 1
check.
silver, and now it's 2 silver. I feel like you should give me a discount just for confusing the hell out of me.
The prices are what I say they are.
16.
16. You know what? This has been quite fun to see you guys squabble a little bit. Sure.
Okay, how about 4 silver for the both of them?
Discount
Yeah.
for squabbling. We can get
4 silver?
squabble all day.
What are we getting? A 3-person and a 2-person?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Works for me. Why not?
I'm
We
quite
can always
confused
change
as well.
around who sleeps where if we want to get a little adventurous.
If squabbling gets us a discount, we can squabble all day. We're
I'm fine
very,
with any day, law.
very good at
We
it.
could.
Well, surprisingly good at it.
I can tell it's a lot of
At
fun.
this point.
Yeah, isn't it?
Most people are like really tired by the time they get here, and they just kind of move on in. But this has been quite entertaining. The whole time, she is continuing to squint, and doesn't quite seem to like focus on any one of you.
Do you need glasses? Are you?
Is
how
the
many
sun
fingers
in
am I
your
holding up?
eyes?
You're holding up fingers?
Have you considered getting glasses?
No. What are those?
You know
I
what?
think
Never
we need
mind.
to get some glasses.
I guess it's a good thing none of us tried to give our characters glasses.
Glasses exist. They do exist.
Just not for this person.
I guess I'll kind of. Well, that probably takes away from my next question. Seeing as you can't see very well. could
I
you
can see
point us
great.
Sure. Could you point us in the direction of, like, I don't know, an armorer or a clothier?
I'm going to be honest with you. I could just generally wave across the place, and I'd likely hit many.
All right.
Actually, a good thing. It means we have lots to choose from, right?
A lot of options.
Well, yeah, we're gonna wander around anyways, so.
The most common thing people like to sell are
Many.
weapons and armor around here.
No, that makes sense.
Any one of them
Interesting.
recommended?
That's a good question. Somebody give him a high five for me.
I high five him.
Very good question. Should we ask someone who can see?
Holy shit!
I don't need to take this. You may go on your way.
No,
Let me go grab your tents. She gets up, quickly walks into the tent area that she has set up, and comes out and flops 2 tents on the table.
I'm sorry, Marlene.
It wasn't supposed to be shady. I'm so sorry.
Give her an extra silver for her
We'll
problem.
get you some glasses.
I can see
think
just
that's
fine.
That's adding insult to injury. I thought you didn't know what glasses were.
What are
I
they?
know what glasses are.
I'm confused. Don't worry about it. It's
You know what?
it's not important.
I just start dragging the group away. You know what? I think it's time to go. And if I'm saying it, you know it's true.
Definitely.
As
You
you
know what?
look
I
at the
didn't need that.
tents, they're clean.
Go back.
Thank God.
Thank you. You scared me.
Can't wait to make these not clean.
One is
Gross.
yellow,
Me!
and the other is a lighter yellow.
Oh. Which one's
Oh,
which?
this is promising.
You may decide.
I want the light yellow one to be the one that I sleep in.
Well, that would be the 3-person then.
And that one.
Okay.
I'm going to lead this traveling shit show. Well, they don't have to come with me. I'm going. The rest of you can do whatever the hell you want. I'm going to go look for an armorer that looks like they deal in weird armor.
Weird armor. Very
Or
well.
a,
We all
or a
go
clove.
together?
Or
What
a
do we
Are we
do?
not
Yeah,
gonna
we
set up
sing
our
together?
tents? You're just
Or
gonna
I-
leave us with set up tent time?
I think we should just leave the tent and set up later.
I just throw it on the ground.
Yeah, just
Just
like
leave
set it gently.
Just like leave it with the cart and put it in our campsite. We can get back to it later.
I'm
Yeah.
still holding one and I just toss it violently on the ground, like, okay.
Wait, why are you being like this? This is unnecessary.
He didn't want to set up the tent.
Put it in the
Yeah, but
cart,
just sleep in
Kashana,
those.
but
Oh,
not.
look! I kick it into the cart.
Okay, fine. Yes, I want to go look for. If I can finish, I would like to go look for either of an armor that looks like they deal in really weird armor, or a cloth cloth.
Yep.
Holding
I
cart?
understand exactly what you're
clo-
trying to
a
say.
a clothing person.
Yep. No,
that-
I understand.
That deals
Tailor?
in a tailor that deals in really weird clothing.
Okay.
Basically,
to
I
the
want to
tailor
get
for
this
this
cloak
clothing.
looked at.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
Should we all go
I just wanna
together
look
as a
at weird
group,
clothes.
or are we splitting up? I need to know now.
Well, we can go as a group, but that's where I need to go.
Well, let's go as a group because I also would like a couple of things.
I want to
Sure.
look
It
at
could be
some
a
weird
family
clothing, too.
outing.
Yeah, we could do a fashion show and everything.
Not a-
Suppose we can have a family out.
Not a fine.
Are you saying we're not a family on a taste?
A very dysfunctional one, at the very least.
But at least we are one.
Be fair, I would like it if I had like a big family again.
No, this is fantasy time. Yeah, sure. Yeah, fine. We're a family.
Yay.
Are you okay, Laura?
Oh,
Yeah,
darling.
I love that. I love the idea of having a second family.
Of course you can have a
Velky-
second leg.
Velky reaches his tail out and winds it around Laura's tail.
Aw, like a whole tails.
Hold tails.
Adorable. Sometimes you just hold tails.
Do you want to hold my hand on a taste? Are you feeling left out?
No, I'm good.
I try and grab his hand.
Aggressively grabbed Andrew's hand.
You're
Get
very
over here.
aggressive today, Kashana.
I'm feeling a little grabby. What can I say? When you have two souls within you,
Let's not say
Look.
that out loud.
In order to quote Laura, stay in your fucking lane, Kashona.
you're holding my boyfriend's tail. What else am I supposed to do?
You don't have a tail.
It's not my
On the
fault.
stay in your lane, Velky raises an eyebrow, or Anatis
Velky
raises an
ra-
eyebrow
yeah.
at Velky. Anatis raises an eyebrow at Velky.
It sounded funny in my head.
You're welcome.
It
I
was
just
funny when I said it, so it's funny when you say it too.
in Onate's head, I just say, "You're welcome, rock boy," and I just finger guns.
Zin just sits back and enjoys the show.
Just so you want to hold hands too?
Anyway, let's go shopping.
Can I jump onto Zin's back and be like, "Let's go"?
I
Big
think
old
like,
pony
Break
boy.
his back, maybe.
I think you might break him.
I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway.
He's very
Oh, don't break
fragile.
him.
I only have a 10 strength. I'm probably
I don't
just
care,
going
we're
to
gonna try-
collapse instantly.
I hop on.
It's just a opposed strength check, right? That's how that works.
Oh no, what is it, God?
Just hold a hand. hold it. I got
Zin
two
is
hands.
trying not to get jumped on.
No, he's trying not to He's trying not
He's
to
trying to
collapse.
hold me.
Oh, try not to cut. So that's a strength check.
This is going to go well.
I cast guidance.
Probably athletics. Just do athletics.
I also cast
Athletics.
guidance.
You have two
Okay,
D4s.
2d4s.
Do they actually overlap?
I don't actually.
Actually, I have no idea.
I think there's something in the PHB that says two spells that are the exact same don't stack.
Damn.
So I guess
What
one
You
am
get
I
one
rolling?
D4.
you get one d4. You get to pick
You
which
get-
one.
One D4, but the spirit of both of us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That would be an 11.
Woohoo!
What's your max strength? Like, what's your strength score?
10.
How much do you weigh, Kashana?
Let me look. I don't have a weight.
How much do you think
Probably.
she would weigh?
She's probably like
If it helps for
160,
reference,
170.
okay. I was gonna give you a reference of like what Velky weighed. That works. That sounds correct.
Because she's slimmer, but she's a bit taller, so I'm thinking around there.
She's thick.
Okay. So unfortunately, that is more than Zin is capable of carrying. And he tries his best to not collapse under you. Unfortunately, after a few steps, it's too much and just thuds to his knees.
Oh no.
Can I, since we know Anatace is much stronger than Zen, can I just like throw Kashan over my shoulder, fireman carry, and start going?
Probably.
Oh, good. This was what I wanted all along.
And with that, we're going to take a quick break.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, damn. So early.
It's been an hour.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah,
So-
sorry about that.
You guys have set up the location of your tents for the evening without actually setting up the tents themselves. That's fine. And you're
We're good.
walking through the market together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna go across the list on a taste. What are you looking for? You're looking for a tailor / armorer.
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one of those I find that looks like it deals in weird things.
Deals in weird things. Okay. Give me a perception or investigation. One of the two, whichever you prefer.
I give myself guidance.
God.
This is the game of guidance.
The game of life with cheat mode on.
What did you say? You gave me a choice of two things.
Investigation or perception.
I am equally good at both of those, so 19.
19. Okay. As you're looking around and everyone's walking, checking out all the different stalls, and like you pass by food and it smells fantastic. Everything from like baked to fried to like roasted and seared and grilled, and smoked meats and literally anything you can imagine. First thing that catches your eye as a weird thing is you see a tent that is very stark in contrast to everything. It is all black, with stars littered around the outside of it, sewn in. Very,
Convenient.
very clearly a fortune teller type stall, with the just simple sign at the front that says Madame Aina. Upset Teddy again. He does not like this idea of a fortune teller.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, I like it. If you pass it by, you will very quickly come to find a tailor. How weird of stuff are you kind of looking for?
Equally as weird as what I'm wearing.
Equally as weird.
Knowing that it has something weird about it.
It's hard to tell something is weird from a glance. There are very decorative shawls and cloaks and pants on the outside.
See if any of these clothes have the eye symbol that my cloak has.
You're gonna take a look through them.
Well,
Making
any that are set up in a way that I can see, because it's on the collar, right?
yeah, yours is on the collar, but it's on the inside. It's not on the outside.
Right.
So if you're looking for something like that, it's probably going to be trademarked somewhere within the garment as opposed to just blatantly on the top of it.
I guess I'll just stick with like finding one that looks like they work in, yeah, like that just like stands out.
It just stands out. So you pass by that first one, and you keep going a little bit. You come across like a more traditional armor. It doesn't quite have that feel to it. And then you get to the third area, and you don't see the symbol, but you see kind of the same kind of style of cloak. Like yours has like the fluffiness to it. And while it's not on as nice of a looking cloak as yours, it's a very similar kind of style on how it's like sitting on top. Like not quite the same, doesn't look quite as good, but could almost be like if you put your cloak up there, it's like, oh, here's a good cloak and here's a knockoff of it.
You knock off Gucci.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
close enough and looks nice, and it's probably nicer than some of the other things around. but is just like not quite as good as yours.
I guess I'll go in.
Okay.
Or like go approach.
You'll approach to it. Do you look at that cloak, or do you flag someone down? Do you take a look at other things?
I want to approach like a person running the stand stall thing.
As soon as you step in, very tall. You're very tall. Anastace, how dare you be so tall? Compared to you, an average height person, but taller than, say, like Kashana.
How tall's
Fuck
Kashana?
you.
Well, you guys are like pretty similar. It's like between you two.
I'm 5'10".
Yeah. Kashana's taller than some of the others in the group.
Um,
Don't look at Lauren Valky over in the corner.
So like mid 6 foot, like not mid, like a bit taller than 6 feet. Very well dressed vest. You see on their wrist is one of the merchant bands. Wide smile. Think Happy Mask Salesman from Majora's Mask. Kind of wide smile. Very quickly walks up to you. Hello and welcome to this fine establishment of mine. How can I help you today?
Is he like creepily rubbing his hands together?
I was literally doing that. I'm
Okay.
being called out here.
When I think of the Happy Mask Salesman,
Yeah.
that's what I think of.
Like very,
Yeah,
very
it's like
much
he
rubbing
would.
his hands together.
like a
It's
fly.
faster the more he's upset. Oh, hello. I put down the lady I'm holding.
Oh, Jim, ride's over.
I was wondering if you could help me with something.
Absolutely, absolutely. How can I help you?
Take off my coat. I procured this a while ago, from a lady in Risen, and didn't think to ask her about it because I thought I was just getting a normal coat. There appears to be some special properties about it.
Special properties.
It's heavier than I would expect it to be, and it's got this symbol on the collar, and he shows the eye.
As you show it, his eyes light up with a bit of a glint. It's like fascinating. May I take a
I'm
look?
going to guess you know what this is. Sure.
Quickly looks it over. If who made this, made that I think made this, this is fair. She has been out of the game in some time. I've tried to replicate some of her designs, but just can't quite seem to match. And she is very adamant to not take on any apprentices. Takes a look. Takes a lot of time to like check the sewing, the threads and everything. Yes, you have a very special cloak here. This was made by the great Irene.
Great
Didn't want to
Ivory.
give us a name.
Yeah, she refused to give her name out.
That would make sense, though clearly you said she's in Risen?
That's where I
I'm
met
going-
her. Yeah.
I'm going to have to head on down there then.
Oh, I probably shouldn't. Please don't do that.
Bad idea.
Well, she's been out of the... If she's back in the game, I must give it my chance to learn from her. She's...
He's not back in the game. I'm...
Is this old? It doesn't look that old.
How do I want to phrase this?
It was a special request.
It was a special request. I'm a bit of a town hero in a way.
I still have to give it my shot, though. Well, either way.
When he says that, I want to look at him and I want to go, I would much rather you didn't. And on the didn't, I want to cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Oh no.
And what do you do with thaumaturgy?
I want the stars in Onotace's eyes to go black, and his eyes are just this dark void as he stares at this man.
Make an intimidation check.
Stay out of my town, motherfucker. 16.
16.
Forgot how to do math for a moment.
So he looks in your eyes and just kind of gets a little bit smaller and goes, perhaps I'll wait a bit. So, anyway, Irene is one of the best designers in at least this province, where she originated before moving down to Dawnmark. She designed the current Knight of Dawn's armor plating as well as the leatherwork underneath, making it extremely light and durable and flexible while keeping its incredible strength and resilience to damage. Very incredible craftsmanship. Her apprentice, well, she's not taking apprentice anymore. Her initial first apprentice designed is the current designer for the military here in Freya Noon. She likes to, Irene, I mean, not the apprentice. Irene likes to give little quirks to the things she makes. I can tell quite quickly that this is very clearly woven with some steel wire, very intricately laced that you don't quite notice it. Though if you hit the light just right, you can see it shimmer in with the regular cloaking. I can imagine this can take quite a beating. Does need some special care, I would say. Make sure to take like a hot rock to it every now and then and kind of like smooth it out. You don't want this steel work to start scrunching up, or else you might get some weak spots in the garment itself and it might start unraveling a little bit. Good care with work like this, and it'll last probably forever. Both a blessing and a curse in the clothing world, as you can imagine. The better you make something longer last, the less people buy things. So if I have done this correctly, I've never made custom things before. If you want to check in the equipment for Cloak of the Nameless Seamstress.
I was going to say you have done it correctly, because I got curious and looked.
So what he kind of explains to you is it'll take a good beating and has quite the chance to mitigate some very hard hits that you might have received, though the more that happens, the more likely it is to kind of maybe fall apart. But if you take good care of it, and it should last a long time. For everyone to understand, as well as a +1 to actually give Onotace armor, this cloak has a 50% chance of negating the effect of critical attacks. However, when that happens, it has a 25% chance of breaking.
Damn.
Well, that was quite fruitful. Thank you. And again, I believe the woman prefers to be private.
Yes, I understand. I promise to not head down to Risen as soon as I can.
Because, you know, if you do, we are very influential there, and we could say some very nasty things if you were to cross our good friend.
Oh yes, the Lord is my good friend.
Give me another intimidation check with advantage, one of you, either one.
I'm assuming yours is higher, Kashana.
I have a +4.
Oh, not that much higher. I have a +3.
Okay, well, you want me to do it?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. Let's see, 19.
Oh, okay. Could I interest you in any of my work? I'm sorry, it is not quite as incredible as Irene's, but I do promise that what I make will serve you well.
What do you have?
Yeah. What do they have, Michael?
You can look around. They have quite a bit of everything that is more general day wear, probably not as good for adventuring, but some nice like pants and dresses and ruffly shirts. You can tell he kind of has his own little quirk of wanting to put a bit of a zigzag somewhere in the design, whether it be fabric or ribbon or even just prominent stitching and embroidery.
Does he have just like a bow ribbon kind of thing? Like just a bow?
Yeah, he probably would.
Okay, I'll take a bow.
Okay, you can get a bow for like it's just a bow, like 3 copper.
You know, I could possibly put in a good word for you with our dear friend. If I show your work to them, perhaps you could then give this to me to show them.
You're haggling down 3 copper.
Golly.
Make a persuasion check.
18.
Jesus.
You know what? That sounds quite fine. You may take it.
Thank you. You're so generous.
I guess I
Can I
should have
just
made a
say in
deception. That should have been a deception check.
It's the same thing either way.
Yeah.
I have a +6.
I have a question that isn't relevant to this man's shop, but his shop made me think of it.
Okay.
What condition are Onate's piercings in?
His piercings?
Yeah.
That's up to you to decide.
Okay. Because I realized that he's literally had them since he was born. Okay.
I just say, Laura's in the background, like, hey, Zintress, do you think I can pull off a poncho?
Oh no, probably.
I don't know. There's a bunch of ponchos here. Thinking about it, maybe.
I'd love to see Laura in a poncho.
I don't know.
on a
if it's
poncho.
like-
I've never exactly been one for fashion.
Okay, well, wait.
Couldn't
I'm gonna
tell.
put it on. Could you tell me if it looks good or not? He's gonna put on a poncho. What do you think? Zintress, I need your fashion knowledge. How little you have it doesn't matter. What do you think?
It looks good.
Thank you. That's all.
Do
Okay.
you have any just ribbons?
Laura might
Tie
buy a
my own
poncho.
bow.
Just ribbons? Yeah, they have just ribbons.
Buy 2 just ribbons.
Okay.
Wait,
that-
how much is the ponchos?
how nice do you want the poncho to be?
Just an average poncho?
Average
Maybe like-
poncho? Probably like 3
Like
silver.
A basic color. 3 silver.
That's incredibly cheap.
It is very cheap.
Why does nobody know the value of a gold piece?
Darling, are you wanting to get
silver.
this poncho?
I kind of want a poncho, but I don't want to waste all my silver on ponchos.
How much is the ribbons, though?
The ribbons are probably like a copper each.
Two hands, two.
If a bow is 3, then like a regular ribbon would be like 1.
I'm just gonna go to the shopkeeper and be like, you know, all of your things are so nice. I'm sure that we could get a good word in for you, but you see, being a traveler is just so hard these days.
Did we drag Kashana away now?
Persuasion at disadvantage because you can't keep using the same lies or things.
9.
Okay, well, I will go
hand
up,
the man. I hand the man
I'll
some silver.
go up to the... Okay, no, I'm gonna go up to the guy. Hello. So, okay, I have a proposition for you. I see that you were haggling with my dear friends here.
I don't think I'm haggling.
They're haggling. Yours is
I
here
didn't
also.
haggle shit.
No, okay, Volky doesn't count. He doesn't ever haggle. Anyways, my girlfriend was haggling. Regardless, okay, so here's the thing. I need a new sick outfit for tonight's performance, and I'm feeling this poncho. I was wondering, could I get some money knocked off of it, maybe, and I will give you a shout out during my performance.
Oh my god!
That's
You're an artist, Jericho! Yeah, I'll pay you an exposure.
This poncho an exposure.
Like, make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
You're haggling.
Pay your artists an exposure, people.
Haggling 3 silver, and I'm dying. Most commoners don't see a gold in like months. Ah!
It is 30 gold
Freaking
to
the
live
economy.
for a month. But like,
Okay, well, I'm gonna get the good poncho then, though.
I didn't realize I cared about this so much until now. The poor economy.
It's a 25, by the way.
you roll a 25.
And that is with the disadvantage.
I guess I could mark it down to 1. 1 and 5 copper.
Okay, here, I'll give you 2 silver if I can upgrade to the fancy poncho.
No.
Come on,
Can I hand him a gold piece and tell him, just let them have whatever they want?
Right, like, I'm ready to pay this man. Like, let's pay him and stop being dicks.
For a gold, you can definitely get, like, the good poncho and the okay poncho.
Oh my gosh, I want both ponchos.
I just hand him a, you know what, 2 gold pieces.
Oh, a tip.
For the trouble.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. I see you understand the worth of my creations.
Yeah, really fucking sorry about this.
I'm not.
We're used to haggling here, just, I feel like I'm getting a little strong-armed on my wanting to meet Irene, but that's okay as long as you put in that word for her with me. That would be great.
Oh fuck, was that the name? And then I leave the shop.
Bucky shakes his head.
I am already shaking my head.
Thank you for the ponchos.
As we're leaving, I will. If you promise to not go bother her, I will tell her that you are a big fan of her work.
Oh, there are many fans of her work.
I'll mention you by name. What
Thank
is
you.
it?
My name is Grant.
Grant. Okay, one second. Nobody move. Where are my notes?
Wiggles arms.
Others.
So excited to never have to draw those
Grant.
arms ever again. I could just draw them in poncho form.
Poncho.
Taylor
That's really what you wanted, isn't it?
wants
I just wanted to see him in a
meet
poncho.
Irene. And then Irene made Anatea's coat. Okay. Cool.
Okay. If Onates has done what he would like to do, we can move on to Kashana.
Oh, it's my turn. I would like to find an armory.
An armory.
With possibly mixed with a little enchanter if I can get both in one go.
Okay. Make me an investigation or perception check.
Investigation for
Casually.
sure, because we know my perception is garbage.
Gives Kashana guidance. Casts
Guidance. Thank you.
touch her arm.
Where's my... Did I grab a d4? What kind of savage am I? Hold on.
Want me to
Do you want me to
roll
read it?
for you?
Draw.
No.
roll it?
I have my dice right here.
Okay.
Apparently, I just didn't pick out my d4 from my bag. Okay. So that is a... Math is hard. 16, 17, and then investigation, you said?
That's the one you picked.
That would be a 23.
23. As you are, you remember passing by that one armory before, but it didn't quite seem to have any enchantment to it, so you continue making your way through, and you quickly spot that fortune teller again. New place, same tent.
Did anyone else see the fortune teller? Just down the...
Did we see the fortune teller, Michael?
Yeah, everyone can absolutely see as you walk by it.
Fuck it, I'll go see the fortune teller.
Okay, if that's what you want.
Like
I'm doing it.
fortune telling. That sounds fun. Let's go.
Yeah, I
Let's
wanna
go.
come also.
I would like to get my fortune told. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanna get my
If you
fortune
walk
told.
up, there's a little like A-frame sign at the front, and it's like written in handwriting on both sides, painted on there. It says 1 copper card read, 5 copper guest question, silver Ina question. Only one may enter.
Okay.
Her or just in general?
Probably not forever. That'd be weird.
I meant like
imagine-
one per group, or like
One at a
at this,
time.
at this moment, yeah. Or like,
All it says is only one may enter.
okay.
Does anybody want to go first?
You can go first. I'll go
Yeah, you
second.
can go first.
And then Valky.
I'll stay out here. I'm not particularly fond of being told my destiny.
Oh lord, you're no fun.
Yeah,
Alright.
that checks a little bit.
Nobody
I'll
said you had
walk
to follow
in.
it.
Okay.
No, I
Well-
meant not wanting to see a future. I never said that it wasn't fun. You don't have to be into it, just... I don't know.
What
So-
were the options again, Michael?
Copper card read, 5 copper guest question, silver Ina question.
Okay. I go in.
Okay.
Hello?
So, as you enter, I'm going to pull you into private.
Oh, fuck. Help me!
I
think
can
we
show
all
no-
do this.
We meet again.
Hello.
My god.
So, as you enter, it is kind of like a entry room. There's like a curtain and everything surrounding you on all sides, and it is dark.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, but you can still tell it's dark in here. So like things kind of go, there's like a little bit of light coming from the curtain, and as you pull it open to pass through, you see a person in like a veil and cloak. You remember like the fortune tellers in Paper Mario? Kind of similar theme, but
Kinda
their
like
face
that.
is kind of currently covered, and motions with a hand to sit down.
Sit down. Is it cross-legged or is there a chair?
No, it is a chair, and there's a velvety table with like a velvet cloth on it, and there's like a bit of incense in one corner, and the smoke is rising, and it kind of filters the space as like there's light, but you can't quite tell where the light is coming from. And the incense. What is one of Kashana's favorite scents?
Lavender.
All you smell around you is faint lavender, and it has very calming and soothing effect. And as you sit down, they pull the front of their like veil off and over their head, and you see a young woman with dark brown hair with not bandage, but like a blindfold covering her eyes, human, and says, "I am Ina. I am but a mirror for this world to cast the reflection to tell you the secrets you wish to know."
Can I get a read if she's full of shit and this is a trick, or if she's like
Make
cool?
a
Insight?
insight.
8.
8. You feel like the confidence, while it seems to be a rehearsed line somewhat, she feels genuine.
Okay.
Now, there are 3 levels I'm sure you saw on the sign. The further you go, you get to all the ones before it.
Oh, so I can have all.
You can have all.
Oh, sure, let's do that.
Okay. So we shall start with your card read. And like, you didn't notice it there before, or maybe it just kind of suddenly appeared. There is a small stack of like tarot-shaped cards, very small, that she kind of just grabs and shuffles slightly. She says, "There is but 9 cards left." Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 9 cards left. Each one is for a certain individual. One of them is yours. You may decide to pick however you may choose, but you may only pick one. And this deck of 9 cards is set on the table. How would you like to pick your card?
Like I can just pick how, like, what do you mean? Like it's
You
in
could
a
take,
deck form?
yeah, it's currently stacked in a deck. You
So-
could fan it out to pick one. You could cut the deck. You could just draw. Or you could have them laid out in front of you.
I'm gonna spread them out in like a fan
Okay.
shape, and then I just kind of use my pointer finger and tap each one until I land on one.
Which one would you like?
The 4th one from the left.
Your left?
My left, yeah.
Okay, so she pushes that one forward and quickly closes the rest and lays it on the table. And she flips it over. What is on it is a pinkish purple dog-like figure with a long tail and very set eyes. And at the bottom it says light. Interesting. Well, initial thoughts would be that this would be that there is a light inside of you. However, while I feel that is the case, I think there's more to it than that. There's a darkness in this world that you are trying to bring to light, isn't there?
I stay like stone faced, like I'm not giving anything
No,
away.
that's fair. I feel if you continue on your path, you can be successful. But if you stray upon it, it might be your undoing. I think you have a fine destiny ahead of you. And whatever journey you're on, I think you will find some fruit at the end. You'll bring light to this world. Maybe set them free.
I just nod.
And as she grabs the card, as soon as it leaves the table, it just kind of fizzles out of existence. And now there are 8 cards. So you wanted everything. I imagine you have a question.
Yeah. My question would be, does it have to be a yes or no, or can it be more specific?
It can be very specific.
My question is, will I find the answers at my next destination?
She goes still for a moment, and the incense around sort of swirls. You wish to learn more about a god? There are answers there. You'll have to find them. They are hidden. Look for the homes that are hidden beneath the ruins, further beneath than the ones that are already there. That is where the chaos will reign.
Okay.
Now I believe I get to ask you a question.
Go on then.
What happens to you if the God you follow is not what you think it is? And she gets very low, her elbows on the table, and leans forward.
I mirror her in her stand and look her dead in the eye. Well, in the
blindfold.
In the blindfold.
Yeah. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm curious. What do you do in that situation?
Well then, if that was the case, I guess I take out a good for deceiving me.
She smiles. You're a fun one.
You're an interesting one.
I try to be. I think if you find your way back to Pinecrest, I would love to hear how your venture goes. I can be found pretty easily.
I've noticed. You seem to be mobile.
Am I?
Perhaps.
I don't leave this tent.
But the tent leaves. And you follow.
You only get one question.
It wasn't a question. It was a statement. And I get up.
You leave your
Hope
gold?
you're ready for more visitors.
As you start to head to leave the tent, I imagine you left the gold on the table.
Yeah, how much did I owe?
Just 1 gold.
1 whole gold.
God damn it, Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
As you start to leave the tent, you're in that kind of entrance area, and you remember very vividly the entire reading, but you can't remember what they look like suddenly.
I can't either remember they were blindfolded.
You can remember that they were blindfolded, but any features, even the fact that they were human, is just gone.
Oh. Okay, I leave the tent. Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hello. Who's next?
Been 300 years.
Me.
Oh, is Kashana out now?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, I am.
Lore wanted to go first, and then I'm going.
And I guess I'm going last. Oh, I can go make a sandwich.
Yeah,
Onotace goes to make a sandwich.
Now's a good
Bitch-ass
time.
Hungry.
Lore, you're going? Is anyone else going to try to go in with him?
No,
I think
it says one at a
only
time.
one person.
We respect the rules here, Michael.
We
Okay.
respect the rules sometimes.
Since when?
Michael.
You know what? You go make your fucking sandwich.
We
Listen,
respect the rules
fortune tellers
when
we take very
chaos fortune
seriously.
tellers. Yes,
Okay.
I'm with Jer
You-
on this.
Disrespect fortune tellers.
Okay.
That's how you get cursed.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Hello, Jer.
Hello.
As you enter into the tent, you're kind of in a more square space. The curtains are dark, but there's light emanating from, but you can't quite tell where. And there's just a pause for a moment. And you pull the curtain, and what you see before you is a cloaked figure with a shawl covering the face, a table with a velvet cloth covering it, and a chair for you.
Ooh, very fancy.
They wave for you to sit.
Sit.
What is one of Lore's favorite scents?
The outdoors. It reminds him of traveling.
The outdoors? So just kind of like a woody smell or like a grassy
Yeah,
smell?
like Like thick forest. You know, like real forest
Okay.
where it smells like mildew
So
and
you
moss.
smell like deep pine and fresh rain dew as you notice that there's this stick of incense on the edge of the table that smoke kind of filters around and reflects in the light, though you can't quite tell where the light is coming from. It's just there. And the figure just has this shawl on. And they say, I am Madam Aina. I am but a mirror for this world and cast its reflection for you.
Hello, Ina. I'm Law Historia, but you probably knew that if you could see the future.
I can see things. Futures, pasts, depends on what you're looking for. There are choices here. Cards, question from me. You do get the everything together the more you go down. If you choose that you just want to get to your question, you get your question plus the card read. If you want to get my question, you get all three. Or if you just want a card read, that is up to you. What are you looking for today?
I actually don't really know what I'm looking for, but I will go with the full package.
The
Give
full
me an
package.
experience.
So they kind of set themselves straight. And you're not sure if you just didn't notice it or if it wasn't there before, but there is now. On the table to their right, there is a stack of cards, very short. I have here, they're tarot shaped. I have here a deck of 8 cards. Each card is meant for one person, and one of them is meant for you. They shuffle them quickly and set them on the table in front. How would you like to pick your card?
What do you mean?
It could be fanned out. It could be placed. You could cut the deck. You could just take from the top. You only get one, but you may choose however you like.
Well, actual tarot goes fan out, and it's the first card you pick, so I will do that.
You'll do that?
Yeah. How dare
Okay.
you speak to me? I know. I respect the tarot drip.
Okay.
I'm kidding. Sorry, that was way more aggressive than I wanted it
No,
to be.
this is
I
going to
pick
be...
fan out.
So there's a fan out in front of you.
Picks one.
Which one? 1 to 8?
One. 8.
Number 8 from the left or right?
Left.
From the left, so you're going all the way to your right for the final card. Ooh. Now then, this is interesting. What's before you is a canine of yellow fur with like green leaves coming off of the ears, head, and tail and around the paws. What you have here is earth. That's interesting, considering the smell currently around us. Grounded,
Yeah, I noticed.
but wild. Goes everywhere that it needs to. Magic in origin, and natural as it grows. You're a free spirit. But everything comes from somewhere. Our ground and earth come from something. And so do you. That might lead into my question, but we first can get to yours. It does not need to be a yes or no. It can be whatever you wish. As specific or broad as you like.
Oh no, now I have no idea. I was honestly just wondering whether I got a pet or not, but now I have many questions. Can you ask your question first? Can I think about it for a moment? Is that allowed?
Sure. She leans forward on her elbows, gets close, and you can't see her face, but you can feel her stare. Where do you come from?
I come from Skull Rocks up in Idas.
That's where you were raised. Where do you come from? The free spirit and earth come from everywhere and have their origin. Where do you come from?
I actually don't know where I come from. I was hoping to find out along the way.
I see.
Maybe.
You have a violin, correct?
Yes.
May I have a piece of your hair?
Yes.
A long
and he-
piece.
Okay,
Just
well, he's
one.
gonna take out his ponytail then and cut a piece of his hair from the back. You can't have the front strands.
She takes it, and you see a flash of white beneath where the cloak and her glove kind of separate. And she quickly ties it along a wick and sets it under the table. We'll get to that after you ask yours.
Okay, I think I have a question and I don't know if it's too specific or too broad. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
But how do I find out who I am? I don't really know all that well. It's my next step. Is there one?
There's always one to find your origins. It usually just takes a retrace of your steps. Just give it a moment. And you see the incense smoke swirling around as she kind of sits up straight. And from where she had put the wick before, she pulls out a long green candle and sets it on the table. You have your violin with you at all times.
I never go anywhere without it.
Take it out.
Take it out.
She lights the candle. I want you to play your song. Not any song. Your song. Whatever is deep in your heart.
He plays it.
Make a performance check.
Okay, wait, shit, I don't have my... Just give me a second. I put my money up instead of my skills because I figured that was more helpful than... 20. Not
20.
a natural 20.
You start to play and it's something very familiar to you, but then something takes you over and you start playing a melody that you've never heard before but feels very natural as it comes to you. And from the smoke on this lit flame, it rises up a very beautiful green. And shapes start to form. You see shapes such as yourself and your party as you are investigating Morganwald and fighting at the rock, and then it quickly shifts back to you and Kashana. You see like parts of the church and the books and the store, and it shifts back even further to you holding the feather that Keiko had given you. And it just keeps going back to until you finally meet the party for the first time. And then it shows images of a boat. These aren't super clear images. It's still within the smoke, but as you're watching and playing, you can just see them until you play as far as you can, and then it stops. And the light on the flame instantly goes out. And there's still quite a bit there. Barely even scratch the surface of this candle. With this, and with the song within you, you can retrace your steps to find your origin. Play it when you can. I do not suggest playing it in public.
Thanks, yeah. I'll do that.
You'll find your answer. She picks up the card, the earth, and as she does, it kind of fizzles out of existence. And now there are 7. Feel free to come back anytime.
Thank you, yeah, I will. He's just like kind of shook now. He's like, I don't know what to do with this information. But it touches his core.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm sitting here IRL with my core shook. Believe in fortune tellers.
And as you
So-
leave, you just feel that weirdness of like you've just been read like deeply, but there's kind of some excitement there as you may have found like at least some clue to a question you've had for a long time. At the very least, you feel like you'll find an answer somewhere.
Good to know.
Oh.
And Lore exits, violin in hand.
Puts his hair back up also. Thank
Wait,
you.
turn down.
He took his hair down.
Excuse me?
He took his hair down for a hot second. Not important.
Sexy.
That is very
think-
sexy of him.
I think we've
Nobody can
discussed
see
it.
it. Shauna's like eyebrow shot up.
I'm pretty sure we've discussed that it basically just looks like Lightning's hair from Final Fantasy.
Yeah, we have.
have.
So, Lore's exited.
Yum, yum, choco chow.
Velky wanted to go next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gone next by Jer, so.
Oh, Jer, I imagine Lore left a gold piece.
Yes, he
Yes,
did.
okay. All right, Velky, you enter the tent. Hello.
Hi. Whoa. It's been a while.
It's been a while. You enter into like a small cube of curtains, and it's dark, but you do have dark vision, obviously, so you can see still. But even without that, there's some light coming, though you can't quite tell where. And you pull back the curtain, and you step forward, and what's there is a cloaked individual with a veil covering their face, gloves, and there's a table with velvet cloth covering it, and a chair, of which this individual, Madame Aina, motions for you to sit.
He sits. He gets comfy, cross-legged. You know.
What is one of Velky's favorite scents?
Oh, that's such a good question. Familiarity, probably the smell of the incense at the church.
Okay. You're not sure.
You know, wood.
You're not sure where it would come from, but there's a stick of incense on the left on her left on the edge of the table, and it is billowing smoke up and all around, and light filters through it in a magnificent way, and it smells exactly like the incense you remember from the church. So you're not quite sure where she would have gotten it from, because it is pretty rare to come by outside of the walls of the churches. Could have possibly. Go ahead.
What? Oh, if it's on her left, it's on my right, right?
Correct.
Can I see it?
You can look around and see the incense stick, yes.
Okay.
She pulls her shawl away, not the shawl away, she pulls her veil away, and you see a kind of plain Caucasian skin tiefling with a blindfold covering her eyes. Her horns kind of twirl around and downwards. She smiles and says, "I am Madame Aina. I am but a mirror for this world and its reflections it shows for you. How can I help you today?" I will note that you do not pay for each individual thing. The higher you go, the more you get all of them. For 1 gold, you get the full experience. If you just would like your card read, that is by all means fine.
I'll get all.
You'll get all? Okay. We'll start with the cards then. And you don't remember if it was there before, but it is now. On your left to her right, there's a small stack of tarot-shaped cards. I have 7 cards here. There's one for each individual, and there's one in here that is for you. She shuffles them. places them in a stack in the center of the table. You may pick your card however you may wish.
I'll cut the deck.
Cut the deck. Do you take, and you just take from that cut?
Yeah.
Okay. What is placed before you is a K9 of reds and yellows and orange with billowing flames around in a mane and tail. And it is set and determined.
Well, it really had to be fire, didn't it?
You got the fire.
Oh, wow, and a double fire whammy. Thank you.
A trailblazer. You certainly made a name for yourself in your little niche world. And people are drawn to you in the heat you provide. Some wish to extinguish it at times, but others like to nurture. You bring life to the world around you, even though it is a world of death. You also have people guiding you, or I should say, a light that is guiding you. And it gets stronger over time if it is fed. That is, if you wish to feed it. The problem with fire, it is very easy to snuff out. And so I give you a word of warning. To not let yourself get snuffed out. You may ask your question.
Oh, I have so many. Can you come back to me? That's hard. I have many of those.
Okay. She leans forward, and even through the blindfold, you can feel her eyes gazing straight through you.
I don't know, that sounds about right. Blindfolds can be pretty fake. He knows what it feels like. He'll look back into her blindfold.
Do you wish not to see or wish not to be seen? When one covers their eyes, it's usually one or the other. They're hiding from a truth, or they're trying to keep themselves hidden. What is it for you?
That is the deepest question anybody has ever asked me before. It's hard. I always thought it was that I didn't want to be seen. At least parts of me.
Physical, emotional, psychological, spiritual?
Not one without the other, honestly. It's all. Everything. A little bit of all. But mostly physical. But the physicality hides the psychological. And the psychological overshadows everything else.
Is there a time when you wish to see or be seen?
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
There's nothing wrong with hiding. Though,
That's what I thought.
if you hide for too long, you may snuff out.
I see.
Everyone's at their own pace. If you are but an ember, you can become a raging inferno.
Fires are uncontrollable.
They can be. The light of a torch guides, protects, and is held. The fire in a forest goes wild and destroys, but even in that, leaves life behind as new plants grow stronger.
Right.
Now, what is your question?
How much do I need to ask?
It can be as broad or as specific as you may like. I can see many things. Many things around you.
Okay. If I'm looking for someone, a friend, gone missing, perhaps, where would I start?
Where would
Could
you
I even
start?
find him? I don't know.
Where would you start? They lean back, and you see the incense around them swirl. And then it comes to a still. No person ever truly goes missing without someone knowing where they are.
Cool.
There is a paper trail for anything and everything within this world of people. If you ask the right questions to the right people, you will very quickly find an answer.
But there's so many people.
And if you start making waves, I know your fire and water can be very difficult with that, but if you start making waves, a connection will be made and you will find them.
So, simply start.
It may seem vague, but the more of a ruckus you make, the very quickly an answer comes, so to say.
Yes, my friend is very good at that, causing ruckus.
I can guarantee you that you can find who you were looking for. And I see you've already asked once before. Keep going. I think you'll find the path you need very quickly.
Thank you. That gives me hope.
She grabs the card off the table, and as she lifts, it fizzles out of existence. And then there were 6 cards left. You leave a gold on the table for her?
You leaves 2.
Oh, 2. For that, I will allow you to come again in the near future, if you so wish.
Oh, thanks.
Usually I don't take quick succession of customers, but I think there's a lot you need answered.
There is so many things. I thank you for your time.
You're welcome. You start to exit and you enter in that one room and you close the curtain. And as you turn to head out, you remember your reading and questions and answers very vividly, but you find that aside from the blindfold, you can't remember what they looked like. Not even their race.
Ooh.
It all just is gone, aside from what you've been told.
Okay.
Oh.
Parody.
And Velky exits. 1 gold lighter. 2 gold
Huh.
lighter, sorry.
How you looking? Wait, 2 gold?
Don't worry about it.
Did you tip?
No.
Oh.
That's so like Velky. Just
Nobody
going
else
around.
to know.
I believe Anates wanted a turn.
Yeah. Does Velky exit crying?
No, he doesn't. He looks kind of happy.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
damn.
Oh,
All
dang.
right.
Oh, dang.
Who owes who money
Fuck
here?
his
I don't think
happy.
we talked
I
about
don't
it,
think
so
he put in a
don't.
monetary value, but
I don't think there's
we
an
all
exchange.
lose.
Yeah, honestly, we all do lose.
Yeah, we all lose.
Okay. On a taste, you enter.
Yep.
Does anyone try to enter with him?
I will. How about that? You keep saying it.
Oh no.
No.
Please
No.
don't curse Anates.
Let me have my moment.
Hey,
Go
I
away.
won't. I didn't want to, but Michael keeps saying it. Okay, I don't. No, Lore still shooketh from his, so he won't.
Okay. Does Zin try? Probably not. I'm just asking.
No.
Yeah,
Fair.
I would just. Why do you keep asking?
If I would try to stealth in, but
Michael, leave us alone.
You can try, Zin.
I'd rather not.
Okay. Fair enough. Onates,
He wants us to so bad.
you enter the tent. Sorry about that. It took me a second because I know you changed your icon, but it still threw me off.
Yeah.
So anyway, you enter into this small square space with a curtain in front, and it's dark. But you see some light like shining through, but you can't quite get any source. It's weird. And as you pull the curtain aside, see before you a cloaked figure with a veil covering their face. There is a table with a velvet cloth covering it, and a chair. And they just motion for you to sit.
I'll sit down.
What is one of Onate's favorite scents?
Thanks.
Yeah, smells, scents.
Like I want to say like probably like fresh jam or like pond
Ooh.
smell.
Or pond smell?
Yeah.
Those are two very different things.
Those are two very different things.
You know what? We'll go with the pond. You see to your right on the side of the table, there's a stick of incense, and the smoke kind of filters up into the air and surrounds the space with light kind of glittering in. And again, you can't quite see a source for the light, but it is there. And you just smell not just a pond, but your pond.
Okay, so we're starting with the odd.
She lifts back her veil, and you see a beautiful young half elf with a blindfold covering her eyes. I am Madam Aina. I am but a mirror for this world to show its reflection to you. How can I help you today? I will note that the prices are not individual. The further down you go, you get all above them.
I'll take the whole works then.
Very fun. We'll start with the card read. And you don't remember seeing it there a second ago, or maybe you just didn't notice it, but on her right, to your left on the table, is a small stack of tarot-shaped cards. There is only 6 cards in this deck. Each card is meant for someone, and in here is one for you. She puts the stack of 6 on the table in front. You may choose your card as you wish, but you may only choose one.
If one's meant for me though, is it really a choice?
Is that your question?
No. He'll take one of the cards, I guess.
How do you want it to be given? Do you want them fanned out? Would you like to cut the deck? Would you like to just take from the top?
Take from the bottom.
The bottom. The card is pulled out. She puts the rest to the side. And she flips the card over. And what you see on the card is a canine of yellow and white with jagged fur standing on end. A little playfulness to it. You've got the thunder. Loud, boisterous, makes a splash, so to say. Demands to be listened to. Demands for your attention. and is very commanding.
Oops, that fits.
I feel with it, though, tends to come a storm. And as commanding as it can be, it can also be very terrifying and forceful. It can push too hard and get backlash, and people try to shield themselves from it. But it can also be kind and comforting, a rolling thunder that just brings with it comfort. It depends on how you hold yourself and how you interact with others. I would say be careful not to accidentally push those you care about away. Now you may ask me a question.
Any question.
Any. Vague. Exact. Yes. No. Specific. I can see many things.
Yes. There's something inside of me. Like I'm two different people.
Indeed.
How do I make them one person?
She sits up straight, and you see the incense around her swirl, and it gets faster and faster. I do not like this question, but I will answer it. Very seldom are there actually two people in one. You are already one person, just broken a little. And the easy answer is with time, you'll find yourself becoming the one individual that you may be. But again, if you be too forceful, things can have negative consequences. So you've already delved a little bit into this. Take your time with it, and it'll be a smooth process. You'll find yourself being one, unshattered, unbroken. But if you push too hard, one or the other may take over. Keep looking inside yourself, or wait. Either one will work. I think you should more think about what the actual outcome would be that you are wanting, and maybe strive towards that as well. I hope that is satisfactory.
It'll do.
She leans forward. Now I get to ask my question.
Very well.
When you push too hard, and if that darkness that you see swirling inside of you takes full control, what do you think happens to you? The current you.
I don't know. When it happens, I can recall everything. But I can't explain why I made the decisions I made.
Does that scare you or intrigue you?
scares me.
You've been put on a path. One that is paved for you. There are great things ahead of you. Do not let this battle inside of you stray you from what you can be. My advice would be to take your time, let things take its course as it will. But if you're in a hurry, let Voshin guide you to that outcome. Don't go alone. Or else the thunder might become too loud. And it might scare others. As much as it scares yourself. She lifts the thunder card, and as it leaves the table in her hand, it fizzles out of existence. And then there were 5 cards. Your friend before you paid handsomely, and I'm going to let him come back because it seems he has many questions. I don't normally allow repeat guests so soon. I think the answers you're looking for are more inside of you and with the god who leads you. But if you find your way back here to Pinecrest, by all means, come tell me of your exploits, the great Onates. She sets the cards to the side.
Haven't felt great in a while.
I think others find you very great. And you will be. One way or the other. Figure out what it is you want, because it seems like you don't know. You say there's 2 inside of you, but it's just 1. And it's okay to not know what you want. A great leader leads in many ways. I'm sure you'll find the right path. As I said, please come back in the future. I'll have more questions for you then.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you. I haven't seen one of the old gods in a long time.
See,
Yes.
you
See.
can see him.
Of course. Can you not?
Not always.
Strange. That is very strange.
Should I be able to?
I think so. Keep looking to the stars. Maybe you'll realize how close they are sooner than later. As you exit, you enter the curtained area, and before you go out into the light, you remember every detail of your reading, your questions and answers vividly as if they've been burned into your soul, but you cannot remember what Aina looked like. You remember the blindfold and the shawl, the cloak, the veil, but just the details of the face, even the race is just gone. And
Well,
Onates leaves the tent.
Wow.
is he crying?
Yeah, oh dang, we didn't even take bets on Anate's crying.
I can't believe that you all betted against me.
Listen,
We
it
thought
wa-
he
it
gonna
was
cry.
there was a good chance. Okay.
There was a high
Yeah, you're right.
chance.
You're right, there was.
And I would like to confirm again, Matt, you do not want Zintrus to go in?
You know what? Might as well at
No,
this point.
I'm just saying, because
Go
if
in.
you're going to say
Go
no,
in.
I want to give one nice little factoid. But if you want to go in, you can go in. It's up to you. I'm not pushing you. It is just as interesting for Zin not to go in as it is for him to go in. So
Yeah.
I just want to give a nice little factoid if you're not going in right now.
If you think Zin wouldn't go in, you don't have to go in.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Don't let us peer pressure
Zin
you.
will stay out.
Okay.
We just go back.
Of everyone, Kashana's the only one to insight to see if she's legit.
Oh.
I was fucking gonna, but the talk was happening so fast that I decided not to.
Laura fully believed it. He was gonna be silly, but then he was fully believing it.
He has to be.
Mm-hmm.
With everything she said, there's no fucking way.
Like, Velky trusted her,
Yeah.
but just for fun, you know?
I just thought it was very interesting, and I'm glad that
The
Kashana was
highest
the first
insight
one.
ever.
So,
Kashana trusts nothing, yet everything, yet nothing.
Kashana, you were looking for an armory with a as Onates leaves, you're just kind of like looking around, and like right across the way, there, you know how you get like the KFC Taco Bell? You see an armory, enchantment table area, like just right there. It's been there the whole time, yet you didn't notice it till now.
Yeah, fuck, I could have gotten all my shit done already.
I'm at the armory. I'm at the chanter's table. I'm at the combination armory and chanter's table. I'm so glad.
So have I walked out at this point?
Yep. Yeah, you've walked out.
Undertaste kind of walks out.
You good?
How was that for you?
It was interesting.
Does he look,
Right.
does he look shooketh?
Same.
Yeah, does he look shooketh?
He looks like he's contemplating something. He looks around at the group and he goes, "You have somewhere else you wanted to go, right, Kashana?"
Yeah, but I don't mind if we need like 5 minutes to talk about the shady shit that just went down.
There's
Shady.
something I need
I don't know
to
how
talk-
shady that was.
There's something I
Listen.
need.
Sorry, on a tape.
They're all shady. But she
something-
might be legit.
There's something I need to talk to you all about.
You
Like
can
right
spare a
now.
moment?
I'd rather not do it in the middle of the street.
What-
If you
where-
want to do
where-
your
where would you
shopping
like to go?
first. Sorry, Falcon?
Oh, so where would you like to go? But yeah.
Yeah, it's serious information because we can take a 5 minutes and go sit on
We
a bench or
should-
something.
We should do it once we go back to camp.
All right.
Well, now I just want to go back to count.
It needs to be
It made me very
private.
curious.
Mhm. Well, should we quickly do our shopping then, and then head on back?
Please.
Yeah, we can relighten the mood a little bit with some more shopping.
All right, making my way to the armory.
Okay, you walk
Flow
across
today.
the road.
I take one big leap.
Can I do one last thing really quick? When they start walking, Anates will kind of grab onto like Velky's arm. Lightly. That sounded a little worse. Can I have the poster?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, he'll pull it out. It's rolled up in his bag. And hand it to Anates.
Y'all good?
I'm fine.
I don't know.
Yeah, I even need a moment to think about what happened.
Am I the only one that like is okay? Besides Zin, because Zin didn't go in, but
Okay.
Interest is just fine. Everybody else is like,
I'm fine.
Why? I guess
Imagine
Kashana's
knowing
fine
what's
too.
going to happen.
You know, maybe we should also maybe hit a bakery and get like some treats for everyone for when we have to do this like powwow thing.
Then
That
it's not
does
about
actually sound
finding out
really
what's
nice.
going to happen. It's about feeling better.
Yeah, I actually didn't
Insight.
really talk about the future. We mostly talked about the past, to be honest.
That
A bit
being
different
said,
for me.
it's all right.
Let's just do your shopping.
A
Okay.
leap and a hop into the armory I go.
All right, so you get to your armory / enchantment station combination tent.
Mm-hmm.
What is you're looking for?
I need the strongest armor you got. For someone not very strong.
Someone not very strong.
Please.
You have a very shorter than Velky, but still,
5'1".
yeah, shorter than
Okay.
Velky, but still human lady come out. She's got a peg leg and buff arms. Like,
No.
Gas.
she is beefy despite her size. Just comes on over. What you looking for?
I need armor for myself.
Special
I'm not very
armor?
strong. It would be great if it was really extra padded with, like, you know, protection and shit.
Uh-huh.
And possibly enchanted to keep me extra safe. Because,
What-
you know, I'm trying to protect myself and, like, I put my, like, hands on, like, my stomach area and I'm like, because, you know, when you're out and about adventuring, you gotta protect yourself and whatever you're holding, you know, like, an extra, you know.
Belky makes a face.
Uh-huh.
You keep making it sound like you're pregnant. It's really weird.
I think that's the point. 'Cause
How else would you describe it?
Are you pregnant, Carly?
I don't know.
Okay, well,
This man.
how
When I
much
immediately
how
choose
much
you.
can you carry?
I don't know. Hey God, how much can I carry?
What's the limit for your armor class, Kashana?
I can only do light.
Light.
I can only do light armor.
So you basically have the max light armor you've got currently.
I've got the studded, yeah.
Yeah,
I would
that's-
have to like get a +1 or something higher.
So are you looking for something new or enchant what you have?
Well, what do you have to offer that's new? And for how much?
If you can only carry light, I can give you some more studded.
Uh-huh.
Be a little less beat up than the one you currently got.
Okay. And
Could-
what if I got you to enchant what I have? Would that take long?
A day.
A day, okay.
I've got time.
And
What kind of
what
enchantment
would-
you want? A little more protection, or do you want something spicy?
What would you offer for something spicy?
You a magic user?
I do the woogity woos.
Do the woogity woos. That's fun. I do the woogity woos a little bit.
Hmm.
Particular element you enjoy?
Ice.
Oh,
Ice,
cool.
ice, baby.
Ice Queen.
Could do some fun stuff. If the armor's hit, gives a bit of an ice blast. Gives a little more ice protection. Make it a little sharper. Spells for that, but if it's on your armor itself, it doesn't cost you any stamina for the day. Could also just do like just basic, regular extra protection. And if you're not even really looking for anything like that and you just want something really fancy to look at, can make it look like it's always shimmering in icicles, despite not
I
actually
can-
be.
I can do that myself, thank you though.
That's
Let's
fair.
just beef it up.
Kind of a +1 kind of thing.
Paint on icicles.
I mean that, or if we could go even more. Add more. How much would more cost?
More as in like the ice blast kind of thing.
Yeah, sure.
Just enchanting what you currently got probably run you 150.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
How much for just the buff?
Just the buff?
Just the buff.
75.
Okay. And how much is it if I buy new armor?
For just the buff?
Yeah, just the buff.
100 for studded, but you've already got studded. That'd be
I've
weird.
already got the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like you. I
I like you too.
I want to protect you. And whatever it is that you're carrying that's special, that was... I don't really know what to make of what you were saying there. It was very cryptic, but you could be very like upfront about stuff like that if you want. I don't know. Whatever.
When you're eating for two, it's very complicated.
Right. Yes. Okay. Still, that's much more on the nose, but whatever.
But it's not like eating, because I'm not going to gain any weight, so it doesn't have to like expand or anything. It's more like, food for the soul.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm into the woogity woos, but this is a little weird. This is a little too woogity woo. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I want to help you.
I would love that.
If you can't carry heavier armor than what you got, I would not suggest, unless you feel like yours is about to fall apart, I would not suggest buying a new one. I would suggest just enchanting the one. Unless you feel like you're going to get into a fight tonight, I would say, let me take your armor, give me the day. I will give you the +1 for 50.
You drive a hard bargain. I'll give you my armor. Enchant it for the boofity boofs. And do you have any work you need done so I'll can knock a couple more gold off? Because I'm really good with my hands, darling.
Are you able to enchant?
Definitely. I can definitely help enchant.
Make a deception check.
Oh no.
That is a 21.
I mean, if you can do it, why are you asking me? You know what? Doesn't matter.
It's really hard when you're on the road.
Right. Yeah. You need the table. You need the components. You need.
Yeah.
You need the time, and it's hard to do the time when you're driving. Yeah. No. Yeah. It makes sense.
You seem so capable, and I would. Don't tell anybody. But do you know the people up in Nork? It's Captain Lilac, apparently. Has really big influence apparently up there, and apparently she could put in maybe a good word for if I come donned in some good armor, and maybe I could get you some more work.
I'll knock off another 10 if you can do some light enchantments for me.
I can definitely do that. If you wouldn't mind me doing it tomorrow after I get my armor and stuff, just so I can, I got some other things to do.
I mean, if I'm knocking off the price, you kind of need to do it before.
Oh, no. I would show up tomorrow. We would square it off and definitely would come back and do that for you, darling. I just have a performance tonight. But tomorrow, straight away in the morning.
All right. Show up bright and early. Do some work for me. I'll make sure yours is done and ready. And then if your work is good, I'll knock off the price. If it's fantastic, I'll maybe go a little more.
All right. Good, darling. I just hand over my armor.
Jer kind of brings up a good point in the chat. What exactly did the medallions we got do?
Didn't they give a discount? Yeah.
They give you free passage to Thunderball. There are discounts at inns, entrance into the military schools, and better deeds. You could definitely try to use them as leverage to get further discounts for shops.
When I take off my armor, can it just flash my medallion on my... Oops, you know? Oh no, my medallion.
Oh no, my pencil.
Oh no. Sorry, I dropped this.
You already pushed for that deception.
Hey!
So you're already pushed down a discount. You can roll a persuasion on that one, but it's going to be very difficult to get further.
Come on. Cock. That's a no with a 13.
No, unfortunately.
No.
She definitely sees it and kind of smirks a little, and takes your armor and takes it to the back.
Alright, see you tomorrow morning.
Bright and early.
Bright and early.
Actually, like to purchase some already enhanced studded leather armor.
Yeah, I want to ask if I can get some stuff enchanted also.
You want to get stuff enchanted or you want enchanted lore?
What?
Was that you want to buy currently enchanted or you want yours enchanted?
I was going to see if I could get some of my stuff enchanted.
Sure.
Or
She comes back out, coming on the peg leg. Anyone else need anything?
Hello. I have 2 questions for you.
I have 2 answers for you.
All right. Okay. So I am wondering what the chance of getting an upgrade on my violin would be. It's very dear to me, and I would like it upgraded if possible. As well as I do need either an enchanted sword or a better sword, because I don't hit with it very well. I don't know if that's an aim thing, so I'm hoping to just compensate on the swords end.
Depends on the kind of enchantment you're looking for. I mean, if you're trying to just get hit a bit better, a decent... the fun thing about weapons is they can be better made or they can be magically enchanted. If you're looking for a better weapon, like I can enchant something to be a little more agile to hit more, or it could hit harder. Or you could even, like, it's either or. You could do that magically, or you could go find a weaponsmith to do something similar with its design.
I just want to hit more, or hit better. Because when I actually hit, it does a decent amount of damage. It just never really hits things.
All right. Something that can guide the blade a little more true. So that is, again, just a regular +1 to your hit. That'd be as the same before, just basic +1, 75 gold.
It's so much gold. I don't know if I have enough for that. Well, I have enough, but I don't know if I want to spend it all. Oh no.
You can haggle.
Here's the thing. I don't quite have enough of that. Would you take silver instead? I don't really know if the
Like
exchange
750 silver?
rate I was thinking more like 150, but I guess.
15 gold? Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Belky once again shakes his head. So much.
13. Here, how about this? Alright, so I'm doing a performance tonight.
You too.
I would give you, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm performing before her, and then, yeah. Here's the thing. I could shout you out, maybe? I could give you a little exposure.
Is it possible to do double disadvantage?
Oh my god, Lord, this isn't the right way to do this.
Lord, how much more money do you need?
The
Literally
half an
falling.
hour performance slot was now just to like give shout outs to like several shops. Okay. I'd buy Kashana. I don't have all the money. I do, but I really need to buy books more than I need to hit good with my sword. You know?
Alright.
I'll help you buy books, Law.
We also have things we could sell.
No, we do, don't we?
Yeah. So we could always go do that too. How short are you, darling?
I can afford it. I just don't know. It would take me down almost all my gold.
Well, don't worry about the books. I'll help with the books.
Yeah, I can help too. So just buy your armor and your sword and.
It's just sword enchantment. Yeah, it's not armor. I'm wearing
right. Yep.
I'm
Don't
unfortunately
suppose
wearing the
that
best
she
armor I
happens
have.
to buy stones.
Yeah. Do you take stones?
Kind of stones.
I pull out the 4 stones, the onyx, the. Sorry, look at my notes. Notes, come here.
Blood something.
The bloodstone, the carnelian, and the chalcedon, whatever it's called.
We'll give you a bloodstone, a carnelian, and a chalcedon.
And an onyx.
And an onyx.
200 gold, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's okay.
I would definitely take the equivalent of the work, though, with that much. Ooh. People like jewel encrusted stuff and dusted with fine powdered rocks and stuff. I can always use it for my work in some format, and those are worth a decent amount each. You could probably get something better with that if you wanted, or if you just want that basic thing. Sure, I'll take a couple of those, and I can put a fancy ribbon on it.
Okay.
Ribbon.
I'm okay.
It's 75 gold just for the enchantment on the sword, though, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, we'll give you the.
I can give change.
Yeah. So
at the very
what if we give you 2 of the stones and then you give us some change?
Sure, can do that.
Okay. Is everyone agreed with that? Is everyone good?
Of course.
Okay.
I would like Law to feel better.
Thank you, everybody.
You're welcome, darling. Okay, so I'll give him the carnelian and the thingy I can't pronounce, so I don't have to pronounce it no more.
Okay. She takes it, gives you 25 gold back in return.
I just give it to Lore.
Yeah, book money.
Thanks.
You can find your sword here tomorrow.
Thank you. This could be for we can pool.
The pool.
Yeah.
Anybody else need anything?
I'm interested in the already enchanted studded that you were talking about.
Okay, we have many enchantments. Is there something specific you're looking for? Something you want to do? In the heat of battle, is there something you kind of wish happened when you got hit or before you hit?
No, I was just thinking the extra defense.
Extra defense. Already studded, though. Okay. 125 for some studded +1.
All right. I think I will go with that.
Anything else anyone needs? Wants? Desires?
I don't think I really need anything at the moment.
All right.
But if I do,
I guess
I'll come
we're
back.
good,
Since we're
yeah.
Yeah. Can be
Okay.
back here tomorrow, right?
Yes.
You, bright and early, points at Kashana. Got some work
Right.
for you.
Bright and early.
Maybe I'll have you enchant your friend's thing over there.
Oh, I sounds good.
Oh,
I think we would love it. I want to see how well your enchanting is, though.
You can look at your friend's armor.
Yeah, but I want to experience it firsthand.
That's some good AC now.
Good
I went from
order.
15 to 17, so...
Yeah.
She can enhance my staff for me if she'd like.
If you're willing to pay, she will.
Yeah. The dirty look.
No, I'll just be here in the morning. I'm gonna start walking away.
All right. I'll have your armor for you.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thanks for your help.
Oh no, Kashana, please
Why do
don't
you
enchant
open
my
your
sword.
mouth
I don't know, okay? Shit comes out. Okay, it's supposed to come out the other end, but it seems to just come from the front for me, okay? Don't know why.
That's called vomiting, and perhaps you could maybe stop trying to vomit your way through bargains.
You know, Law, you said you needed a bookstore, right? Maybe they have
Yeah.
something for me. You know,
Maybe.
like DIY, how to enchant shit.
Yeah, you can learn
Perhaps
overnight.
How
Yeah.
to not open my big fat mouth.
I think that's called a muzzle.
I slapped Zintrus on the back of the head.
Zin! Oh no!
So, Laura,
Look what you've done.
you're looking for bookstores?
Yeah. I also want to look for a pet store.
I don't think there's going to be a book/pet store.
No, okay, but like, is there a pet store on the way to the bookstore, or vice
Or a
versa?
bookstore
'Cause
on the way
we,
to the pet
yeah,
store?
we know that there's a pet store somewhere in the town,
Mm-hmm.
and a bookstore somewhere in the town. Maybe they're like close.
Roll
I
me.
feel like- I feel like the pet store won't take very long. The bookstore probably will.
All right. Well, I mean, you can just take your time. You've been given a name for the pet store. The Every Pet Emporium.
I thought it was the Every Animal Emporium.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It was.
I've been given double the information here. Been lied to.
It's the something or other.
You eventually find something of those words, and it is very crudely painted on there, and it says all animals available Emporium.
Darling, this looks like a scam waiting to happen.
I hate all of this.
Okay, but this looks great. Do they have all animals?
Do you go in?
Yeah, I go in.
It's a very short tent with a curtain on the back, and there's just kind of a guy sitting on a stool rocking back and forth. An elf kind of sees you come in and is like, hello,
Hello, I'm here to see all your animals.
what animal are you looking for?
I am looking for preferably
All.
a bat, or a snake, or a mouse, or a Blackfoot ferret. That would be
No.
lovely. Or a
Look.
mouse, even.
Law,
Yes.
can we not get a snake?
Okay, not a snake. My friend here is scared, apparently.
You don't need to say it so loud.
If you had to pick one of those, what would it be?
Snake.
No.
Not even a little cape and a red hat with a feather in it.
I would.
No,
my-
I'm not a fan of snakes.
My top contender would probably be a Blackfoot ferret.
All right,
Or
give me a
Those
moment.
snakes are fine.
Or a
They're
fin.
essentially new.
Jumps off
You
of their stool, goes into the back, closes the curtain. You wait a moment.
pet wants a pet, okay?
Comes out with a small cage, and inside of it is a black-footed ferret.
Can I
Oh.
investigate? Can I investigate it and look at it and be like, is this actually, or are we being gypped?
You
It's a.
would think
a
I would
regular
lie
black-footed
about the
ferret, it's a
legitimacy of an
pet.
animal. He lifts up the
Yes, I do.
cage, and
Let
it
me
kind
look
of
at it.
it kind of runs around in a figure 8 pattern and doots.
Shit, can I do an insight check now?
An outside ferret.
So it
With its
hasn't been
paws
nailed to the
painted
cage.
black.
A what, Zen?
That was out of character, I was saying, so it hasn't been nailed to the cage.
Oh, okay. Who would like to make a nature check on the ferret?
Not me. I'm just gonna
Is
buy
it
it
I have,
regardless.
I have a plus
Nature?
4. I'll do it.
Okay.
I got a
I'm just-
14.
I'm gonna. Belky.
Yeah. What?
Do the.
Oh,
Tap, tap.
I heard mincemeat. I did not.
Oh yes, mince the meat.
He reaches over and with a single finger, boop,
Thank you.
right on her nose. Suck it.
That's... 26.
26.
Wow.
You look over the cage, and this elf looks so annoyed that you would deny the legitimacy of his black-footed ferret. And you look it over. It seems like a black-footed ferret. One foot is not black.
Oh, I love him even more.
Do I
It's got a little
know?
sock.
Do I know from my
He's missing a sock.
I don't know, schooling or little information I have if this is legitimate? Like, it's legitimately a black-footed ferret.
You rolled a nature of 26. You're pretty you're pretty sure that this in the cage is a black-footed ferret.
Laura,
I
like
just
him, he's
look back at him.
a sock.
It's a very good-looking ferret.
If you're not happy with the ferret, I can put it back, find you something else.
No, but
Yeah,
it's
that's
the
not what I'm
ferret
saying
lacks
at
a
all.
sock. I love his no sock.
Yes.
I love him.
Missing a boot.
There's no way that you could like have all the animals, like all my lists. That's not.
I can go back and grab one.
Could you maybe go check for maybe a bat? We just want to compare, find the right pet.
Okay. He goes in
Or
the
a
back, takes
sparrow.
Oh, he's in the back.
the ferret with him.
What
I wanted
what
to
does he
own
have
the
out
ferret.
front here that I can see?
A stool.
I kind of wish he'd left the ferret.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Oh,
bond with the
oh,
ferret.
did he take the ferret with him?
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, based on like, I guess people already made a check. I've become a ferret before.
You have?
Yeah.
Is that a ferret?
Make a retroactive nature check.
Can I have advantage because I can be one?
Sure.
Okay.
It's true.
Can you
actually
beat a
did that, though.
26?
Can I beat a 26?
Because that's what Kashana had.
Fair. Maybe she just didn't have the right knowledge.
Oh, you know what? That's fair. That's fair. Sure.
19.
19. That seemed like a black-footed ferret, just without one black foot.
Maybe I wasn't listening. And
That's
I
fair.
I heard people questioning this ferret, and I thought maybe it wasn't a ferret. So I wanted to use my knowledge of being a ferret.
Sure. So takes just a moment to come back. Comes back out with the cage, and inside is a bat, kind of hanging from the top.
Is it the same cage?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
How much would it cost to get, like, 4 animals? How much do your animals cost?
Only
I
got.
love them all.
I only sell one animal.
One animal. Like you only have one animal?
No, I have all animals, but I only sell one.
To one customer.
It's 22.
22. It looks like the same
I-
cage.
I
It's
can't
just-
have
it's the
4
same thing.
animals.
No, this is a bat.
No, not that, you silly goose. The cage. Where'd the other one go?
This is the travel cage. Take the ferret out, put the bat in, bring the bat out. Here you go. Do you want it or not?
Can we
Can I perception check that or invest something? That seems sus, actually.
You can insight that.
Can I look and see, does it have a white foot?
I'm picking up on my friends. I was
Is its
just
foot a different color?
Yeah.
fully prepared to just buy the ferret, but now my friends are all being sus, so I'm gonna insight check this dude. 13.
13. You're pretty enamored by the bat.
I know.
Okay.
And the ferret that you saw earlier.
Does the bat have a different colored foot?
Make a perception check.
18.
Oh, yeah.
How much for the ferret and the bat?
I only sell one.
No. Well, okay, but do you sell one per customer, or you just...
No, I'm going to sell one, and then I'm going to move on to the next town.
Okay, I think I
Oh. Right.
Mm.
Do
And
you
for the
have-
price, it's 10 silver.
do you have
Kind
a
of hilarious.
Actually, 9
Sparrow?
silver. You know what? 8 silver.
You just really want this gone, don't you?
Do you have a sparrow? Can we look at all your pets? So I just come in the back, maybe, and
No. No.
Well, pick
I do
one
have a
and
sparrow.
then-
Do you want to look at the sparrow?
Yes, please.
Okay, give me a
Yeah, could
moment.
I think he just really wants this gone.
Oh,
I think
I'm
he's
gonna buy.
cursed.
I'm gonna buy a pet.
So,
When
I'm
he
not
goes in
worried.
the back, can I lean over to Zin and be like, "Do you think you could sneak back there and see?"
I was actually thinking about that. I was going to ask if I could go outside and stealth to the back.
Get back there.
No,
Sure, you can.
I'm not
I mean, if you're gonna
gonna
leave to
buy
get
a
around
pet.
to the back, you don't need to stealth because I mean you're gonna be outside. He's not gonna see you. You can wrap yourself around to the back. Stealth would be like trying to sneak in or peeking in or something.
Well, yeah, like
Yeah.
He's gonna
I
stealth when
mean,
he
like
gets into
stealth
the
in
back.
general for anything I would have to do sneakily.
Okay. You start sneaking around back. Roll your stealth check.
Oh, I love that. 27.
Okay. So he comes out with a cage, and inside the cage is a sparrow that is hopping around.
Different colored foot.
Hello, Sparrow.
Make a perception check
God damn it, Michael.
with advantage. Now that you're looking for it really hard.
Natural 20.
Yeah, it's got a different colored foot. Velky, or not Velky, Zin. When you sneak back around there, you wait to hear him kind of go back out. And when you enter in the back there, it's not very big. There is a bed and a pack, like a, not a pack, like a small chest. And that's it. Do you want the sparrow or not?
I kind of want the Blackfoot ferret, actually. Can you bring that one back?
I can.
Okay.
Oh, but do you have any other ferrets? I say very loudly.
Wait. No. Okay. Do you have any micro ferrets?
hell
Micro
is a micro
ferrets? What's a
ferret?
micro? I'm gonna say no, but now I'm interested. What's a micro ferret?
Micro ferret's just a small ferret.
Oh, that's boring. That's I guess I gotta change my sign
No.
again. I don't have all
Wait.
animals now. Damn it.
Wait, no, just wait. I'm gonna show you what micro ferrets look like in the chat. They are amazing.
You have a corgi.
Do you want a corgi?
I
What
mean,
do you want?
I'm just
I
really
want a
interested in
micro
all
ferret.
of the animals.
It's 6 silver for this thing. Take it or leave it.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sorry, sir.
okay,
It's
okay.
just really interesting.
Yeah.
Why they all have
Can
a
I
foot?
walk out from the back and say, I want you to explain what that thing actually is?
I will take a ferret. I want the Blackfoot ferret. You sure you don't have a micro ferret back there?
I'm pretty sure now. I can always check though.
Please go check if you have a micro ferret.
And then you come out with and just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't find a
Excuse
picture
me.
of
Who
a
said you
micro
could go
ferret.
back there?
Technically, no one.
Exactly. You know what?
Oh.
No sales
You're not
today.
exactly
Why?
upping
Wait,
up
wait.
yourself.
I'll give you 7 silver for this little creature.
Okay.
I'm not sure you want it.
Wait,
There's
no,
actually
I will-
nothing back
I-
there.
I will give you
What?
10 gold. I'll give you 10 gold for the Blackfoot ferret.
And I'm
Hold-
sure
hold on.
Shauna has
Oh my
noticed
goodness.
this has been
No.
the same creature the entire time.
Well,
That's
yeah,
okay.
I
Oh,
assure
darling.
you they are different animals.
Okay then. Let
I'll
me go
take it.
see all your animals.
No.
No, don't listen to
I-
them. If this is gonna get us kicked out of here, I really want the ferret.
Darling, I will get you the ferret. Do you trust me?
Yes, but also
Then I will get you the ferret, love.
Shauna, your
I-
trust is irrelevant.
I feel like you're gonna get us kicked out of here.
Oh no.
If anything, we're going to probably get him kicked out.
Because I'm sure that they would not appreciate a little scam. Now would they?
We scam the people all the time.
Honey.
He has a point, actually.
Haggling is not really scamming.
No, it's not. It's just haggling. But I could talk to my good friend,
Oh no.
Zingu. And perhaps we just,
Good friend, huh?
report your little dealings
Make a intimidation, deception,
Question mark.
intimidation.
Which one do you want?
Make an intimidation check.
Send a video of what microferrets are like, by the way.
16.
16. He seems unfazed. Looks you in the eyes. Well, where your eyes should be. What is the scam, lady?
Scam is that you don't actually have any of these pets. So, what's the trick with this one?
It's right here.
know if that's
You can see it. It's a
necessarily
sparrow,
true.
like you asked for. Take it or leave it.
Okay, well, I
I'll
will
take
take
the
the
ferret.
ferret.
All right, give me one moment.
When he walks into the back, I walk in behind him stealthily.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Is Sintra still in the door?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I mean, this is all he's like, this is a weird situation.
17.
17, okay. You sneak into the back, and there is just a bed and a chest. How do you
I'm waiting for him to pull this ferret out of his ass.
he opens the chest, and there's a bunch of scrolls. And he kind of stands up and sees you standing there. It's like, excuse me.
To be fair, the door is wide open.
The door.
No, he
is
closes it
open.
behind him when he goes. You snuck in.
Damn.
Yeah. It's not a door. It's
Never
just like a
mind.
cloth.
Listen, I will buy the damn ferret, but teach me what you. Just show me how you do it. I'll even give you a whole gold piece.
Ugh. Laura's in the other room and just wants a ferret.
Okay.
It's like a tent. He can
You know
hear
what?
what's happening.
Whatever. I get a gold.
You get a
I'll
gold.
give you 10 gold. He yells from the other room.
No,
He
you're not
he flips
helping.
out the parchment in his hand and casts true polymorph on the sparrow to turn into a ferret. Here's your black-footed ferret.
Wait. Can I just buy the scroll?
How much for
Can
the
I make-
scroll?
Can I make it many animals?
1,000 gold.
1,000 gold!
That's cheap. For a
I'll give
scroll of
you-
true polymorph?
75 gold. the sword cost.
You know what? We'll just take the ferret.
Fair.
I hand
Is it
this
a-
man
Is it a
7
micro ferret?
silver.
Said 1 gold.
For deceiving me, it's 7 silver.
Then you don't get a ferret.
I'll give you 3 gold.
Darling! Here's your fucking gold piece. Piece of shit.
Thank you. Please come again.
Fucking. Oh, I definitely will.
Oh no. Can you believe this shit on a taste?
Here, darling, here's your ferret.
Thank you, Kashona.
As
You're
I said
welcome.
earlier, you never know what you'll find in these kinds of places.
As we're leaving, I'm gonna just kind of hang back with Zin and be like, do you think you could sneak in there and take the scroll?
I'd rather not risk that.
Ew, that's
The
so-
scroll does get used up when he casts the spell.
How many scrolls does he have? He just keeps using
You got a
different
chest full of
ones?
scrolls. You don't know how much is in there for what.
Oh, man. Okay.
What spell was he casting?
True polymorph.
True polymorph.
Jesus, okay. What
I
the
am curious
How
though
come
what
you
the
can't-
thing
Okay.
was originally.
My question is, how come he can't make it a micro ferret then? Micro Blackfoot.
He's never seen one.
It's just a smaller version of the same animal.
He didn't really know what it was.
My question is how this man has a chest full of 9th level spell scrolls. What the
Yeah.
When
it's-
look, when you're an elf and you've been around that long, I'm not surprised.
Listen, we just got the damn ferret. Let's move on.
Oh, what are you gonna name it? What are you gonna name it?
On our way out, we might want to
want to bond
Maybe
with it first.
let's. what
Okay,
was the
let me
name?
know.
Hold
I
on.
want that.
Is it
Oh,
a
I
girl
love-
ferret or a boy ferret?
We might want to let Zingzu know about him.
What is the gender of the ferret?
Male.
Okay. Alright. Come here, ferret. Can I let it out of the cage? Will it just run away?
Make an animal handling check.
Oh no.
Oh.
Cast guidance.
Because yeah, the scam is
Although-
either he catches something and then true polymorphs it into whatever, or whatever it is escapes back to him later.
I will help you because Velky will stand in front of the cage, kind of like, crowd the cage a little bit. So if it tries to run, he's ready.
Right. So it's a 15.
15. You open up the cage, and it kind of like sticks its head out and kind of looks left and right, looks up at you with its ferrety eyes.
An angel,
Look back
actually.
at him with my ferrety eyes.
And he runs up your arm and just kind of drapes itself around your neck and just doots.
What a peasant. Oh, it doots. That's cute.
Alright. I'm so pleased. I'm gonna name you Marigold. That is your name now.
Can't believe
He's
we
so
met a
happy.
real life angel today.
He's just like so happy. He's just got tears in his eyes. Everyone look at my son. I'm so happy.
So, Velky pulls one
Oh,
of the
I
two
didn't
ribbons
know
that
I
he
Like
out
2
of
hours
his
ago, I
bag.
didn't know I could feel this joy.
He hands it to Laura. Would you like a ribbon for Marigold?
Here
There
you
you
go,
are.
Marigold.
My little bow tie.
Do we have any more shopping to do?
Yeah, we do
We-
have to go
we
to a
will-
bookstore.
We will be here tomorrow as well, for sure.
We could come back
Okay.
tomorrow for the books.
Yeah, that might take all day. That's alright.
Books. Or Kashona fake enchanting things.
Listen. Not
Kashana.
fake.
Love you a lot. Please don't enchant my sword.
I can't enchant your sword. I
I
can't
know.
enchant.
I know you
Shock
can
and awe.
enchant. I know.
So, perhaps now is a good time to take that break, so we
Yeah.
can have a conversation. And Laura,
Is it
are you
lunch?
okay with
What
book
time is
shopping
it?
tomorrow?
It's probably
I'm
mid-afternoon,
I'm
You
gonna
know what?
feed my ferret muffin
getting close
pieces
to
for
dinner.
my-
And your performance is like at dusk, so you still have time. You can eat.
Alright. Well, how about we go back and have some din-din?
Do you pick up food along the way?
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
feeding Marigold pieces of that last half of the muffin.
And then we lost the ferret to the muffin.
He's here.
Can I locate a person wearing the Merchant Guild band
Yeah, absolutely. What do you need?
to inform him about
Oh,
the?
Suspicious going on.
yeah. Okay. So you eventually find someone with the yellow band on their wrist. It is a lion person. I can't remember what they're called at the moment. It's suddenly escaped me. Looks at you. How can I help you?
Oh, sweet.
Just want to inform you about one of your merchants here.
Is it bad news?
Could be. Not sure how you take to. I'm not sure I'd call it fake goods, but someone passing off an animal that it isn't.
I don't know how that works, but I'll look into it. You got a name?
What was the name of that pet shop?
Everything. All
Every
animals.
animal emporium.
Yeah. The Every Animal Emporium, the owner appears to be selling one animal that he just transforms into whatever they want.
I mean, it should be called Zero Animals now.
Is that illegal?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
wondering
not sure.
that
That's
as
why
well.
I'm bringing it up.
I'll look into it. I don't know, because
'Cause I have
you
no
got
idea
you
what-
got your good, right?
Yes,
I mean,
but
technically.
it concerns me. I don't know what it was to begin with.
I don't know if it'll turn back into a rat or whatever the hell it was before, but
I mean, a rat would be cool too.
I would like a rat.
Yeah, a rat was on my list, well, mouse, but a rat would be perfectly good as well.
Okay, I'll take a look at what I can find on that one. I'll check with the Zingzu or Heiwa on the legitimacy of that.
Because that seems a bit deceptive.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look into it. Okay. He's going to look into that.
Onwards for food.
I've never seen a lion man in person before. It's lovely. Spectacular.
Quite brave, from what I hear.
So you want to find some food?
Food.
Food. I need to
I
feed
want
my
to find
ferret.
some street corn.
I need to feed my ferret, not muffin pieces.
Tacos.
Fair.
Tacos.
You could probably find whatever
thinking
food you
hot
need for
dogs, but-
if you want something fancy from a stall, you'll probably get a silver, but for the most part it's going to be like a handful of copper.
I was hoping for a fantasy hot dog.
So like 2 copper for a meal.
Uh
I just want street tacos, man.
yeah, like for a meal probably 2 to 3 copper.
Take 3 off just in
You know what?
case.
I'll give you 5 copper. Give me my tacos.
Okay.
Is there a fantasy hot dog stand?
Sure, there's a fantasy hot dog stand.
Thank you. I will order 2 hot dogs, one for me and one for my ferret. Can I just have nothing on the one hot dog and and onions on the other?
I thought he was gonna say everything.
No. This is an animal.
Yeah,
But
you
Marigold
could.
is.
And again, one thing to keep in mind that these are jacked up prices, even though they're still coppers, just because of the setting you're currently in. For that, you'd probably go for 4 copper.
Done. 4 copper. And I feed Marigold a hot dog. I like break it into little pieces. Doesn't choke.
I guess it's not too jacked up. It's a fair price, actually.
Yeah.
Just looking at my list here, that's a fair price.
Fantasy hot dog to the ferret.
So you get your food, whatever anyone wants. It'll be like the more copper or silver you throw in, the better the food it is. But head yourself back over to your camp
With our no tents.
with your
Like
tents.
no up tents.
No up tents. The tents are not put up.
What's up, tent?
Not 10.
I guess we
Alright.
set up tents
We'll do that later. We'll just
in the cart.
yeah, sit in the cart.
this private enough on a taste? Do we have to be inside?
Someone
something?
make an Arcana check.
Me.
Okay.
20. Flaccid 20.
Class of 20. You know magic. You know that even true polymorph has a limited time to it.
Son of a bitch.
After an hour, nothing happens to your ferret.
Huh?
No.
Your ferret's fine.
Fair it all along.
Okay.
Interesting. All right.
All right.
Um,
Anyway.
I will keep track of whether my ferret stays a ferret.
So, I want to taste. You want to...
Yeah, is this good enough? Where would you like to be?
Is there? How close are the campsites, Michael?
Well, we're in the campsite right now.
We're in
No.
our...
Or do you mean
No,
other
no.
campsites to
Yes,
us?
that.
Oh, okay. My B.
You're
My
given
B.
a wide berth. I mean, like
We're in the...
it's better than say like a week-long music festival. Like
There's not like, there's not some fucking random Joe looking at me as I talk, right?
I mean, as people pass, they're gonna like take a look at you or like look at other things or like
More
Uh,
like RV camping or something.
yeah,
You know,
kind of
where
like
you
that.
set
You
your
you get you
spot,
get a
but
decent you get a decent little lot, and they're like all sectioned off with like um little yellow flags. And you like
And sit in the cart.
you were given enough room for your cart plus 2 tents and stuff. Like you have a fair amount of room. You even have room to put out your own fire and everything. Like you're like people pass and might overhear a conversation, but like there's also a lot of noise coming from the town and you can still hear the music and plays and other conversations going. It's like a buzz. It might be a rough sleep through the night, but you feel safe enough to talk.
It's a long answer.
Sorry, but
Would you like
setting
to
the
be in
mood.
cart or on the floor?
Yeah, either's fine.
Okay. It's helpful.
Listen, I just want to eat my tacos and for you to tell me why you're such a depressed rock.
yeah, I want to know all of the details, and also Marigold is still eating hot dogs, so.
Felky will give Anastasis' hand a small squeeze.
Where do I start? I guess we can start there. He will pull out the wanted poster. And he'll kind of unfold it, and he'll show it to everybody. So unless we've coincidentally run into two people with this name, this is the leader of the Voidwalkers. Sorry?
Just said, oh, lovely.
So, and it looks like Onate's, correct?
Yeah, like if you were to say this, if you were to say this half elf looks like Onate's, you'd be like, yeah, it looks like Onate's.
Okay, is he your brother? Do you have a secret brother? Is he your half brother?
Oh. That's a different conversation. Yes, but not him. I'm pretty sure he's me.
You're your own brother? How does that work?
Anastasis, it's not you. We talked about this.
Fine, it was me. I come from him. However you want to word it.
Sorry.
Okay. Maybe you should tell us what happened in the tent.
Nothing I already didn't know. There's... Whoever this person was, it's clear he wasn't a good person. There's this darkness inside of me. You all noticed the last time it happened, after the fight with the nobles. I was acting differently.
Yes.
It was hard not to. We were just trying to help you, kinda. Make sure you're okay. Kinda.
That's not the first time that's happened. And every time it happens, I can remember everything. but I can't explain why I've done what I've done. That lady in the tent insisted that I am me. But whenever that happens, I don't feel like I am. I've tried to fix it. Never really feels like I get anywhere.
What do you mean by fix?
That shouldn't happen, should it? People don't just change like that.
I wouldn't know. I mean, there's times where I'm really angry like 1 second, and then I'm crying the next, and then I'm happy another. Depends on what Kashorna does, honestly.
Okay, well, that's true.
But I understand this is different.
But I think we get what it's like to change at least a little bit, is I think what the point is of everyone's trying to say.
I guess the question is, do you feel like it's dangerous?
Yes.
I feel like that's a bad thing.
I've killed people.
I'm
People
aware.
that I don't mean to kill.
Yeah.
Well, I guess then you look and see how we can control this other side of you. Because it's not fully you on the taste, like you're your own person. You get to choose who's in control.
That's the problem. That lady said it was me. There's not two people. There's one. That might be a break, but it's still me.
Did they say anything else, like how to get a handle on it, or?
They said to take my time. That I'm already trying to fix it. And as long as I don't push it too hard, I'll be fine.
Good news, at least.
Well, sounds like to me then you're already on the right path. It's worrying, sure, scary, but you're not dealing with it alone. You have us.
What would you like me or us to do to help?
Yeah, how can we help you? We're here for
Don't-
you on a taste. Like we said, we're a family now. At least a little bit.
Don't let me hurt
Sorry.
anyone.
We can do that. As long as you give me full permission to smack the ever-loving shit out of you when you stop being a little shit.
Tace and
as
I
you're-
did come up with a small solution, but if it doesn't work,
As long as you're careful. You piss me off on a good day, Kashana. I'd hate to see what happens when I'm not thinking clearly.
You'd have to catch me first.
Let me try first, perhaps.
We won't let you hurt anybody. You know, mostly us.
I won't.
And if it happens, we're here to support you and work through it.
I'm gonna get a hang of it. I'm going... It scares me now. But I'm gonna get control. Whether I like it or not.
I just kind of get up and I walk over to Anates. I just ruffle his hair.
Your hand feels like you just spent a day gardening.
Ew.
And you've got like just a fine layer of dirt.
Oh god, Anates! Wash your damn hair! What the fuck is this?
Could you
Kashana,
not
it's
look at his hair for once, please?
Yeah.
made of dust.
I'll just start putting my hand through it. That doesn't mean you can't wash it.
Might disappear if he does that.
Oh, a bald Anates, that would be hilarious. When was the last time you bathed?
We were literally in the, like, pond a little while ago together, were we not?
Actually, yeah, that's true. It probably would have
true.
disappeared then.
I'm just gonna take my hand and wipe it on his coat. I'm just giving you dirt back.
Oh my god, leave him alone, please.
What? This is friendship. If I didn't shit on you, it would mean I didn't like you.
I'll take that to heart then. But honestly, Anates, what would you like us to do moving forward? Other than don't hurt people. This, what does the poster mean to you?
Just another obstacle.
I mean, like, if somebody happens to do the same thing that just happened, I don't know, the others don't know about it, but what do we do?
What do you mean?
Should I hide them again? The little girl? All of the confusion at Morganwell.
Yeah, I guess we should tell that part too. When we were in town, that's actually how we got this poster. A little girl recognized me. Him. He saw me for a murderer.
Well,
They were gonna put posters up all over town, but managed to trick them out of it, sort of. They're not the same person.
Thing is, on a taste, it really isn't the same person. That's not you. Nonates I know wants to help people and save lives and
Become the king.
become a king. And to
He-
become a king, you have to care about your, well, people, and you do. To at least be a good king.
When you say become a king, he winces for a second.
You're not the one that did that, Onates. I take the poster and I put it beside him. Yeah, there's similarities. This isn't you. And I put it in his hands. Rip it. Rip it because this isn't you. Never was you. Even if it was, who cares? The present is you. You get to decide. And you have friends who will help. But if you keep holding on to what you think is you, and what you believe is the bad parts, then you'll never let go and be the true you. The stronger you, the better you.
He kind of takes the poster and he'll hold it between his two hands. Kind of slowly at first tears it at the top. And then pulls it down and just slowly rips it in half. He lets the other half fall and he stares into half of this man's face. Thank you. All of you.
I told you that they wouldn't care.
Right.
Give me your arm.
Gives Kashana his arm.
I'm gonna take him by the wrist. I'm gonna take out the bow I bought. And I'm going to tie it around his wrist. This wasn't originally meant for you, but I think it suits you a little better. Because this ties you now to us forever. And you are a gift. A gift to this group and to this world, and you should remember it whenever you look at this.
So remind me, where does Onates keep the Keku feather?
He used mold earth to embed it in the back of his stone tablet that he uses to cast his spells.
I guess I'll just kind of pull out mine and go, remember, there are other people who've come to trust you too.
More than anything in the world.
And wipes his eyes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
He kind of stands up, and at this point, he's let the other piece of the poster fall. They're kind of just lying on the floor. And he stands up. And this sort of sullen man is very looking at the dirt, kind of hunched over, stands to his full 6'6" height, kind of looks up at the sky. What time is it, Michael?
No stars are out yet, unfortunately. But I would like you to make a religion check.
Is it like what? Like starting to get dark, or?
It'll be starting there soon.
That's really good. Yeah. 22.
Despite not seeing any stars in the sky naturally, you do see the shimmer of light of the swirliness overlaid on the slowly darkening sky.
He smiles. Maybe I can see you.
Well, yeah, I'm right here. Wave my hand in front of him. Hello.
We should get the tents put up.
Oh.
And soon, Lore has a performance to make.
And Kashana.
And Kashana, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I think we're going to call it for tonight.
No, my performance!
I had one last thing I wanted to do.
Okay,
Yeah,
what was that?
I also had one more thing. I didn't realize we were.
Sorry. Yeah, we have to end, and my for whatever reason, my bit rate is like fluctuating weirdly, like it used to on the Wi-Fi. So I don't know what's going on with that. So let's make it quick.
Oh no. I just wanted to talk to Anastace. I just wanted to like pull him aside for a second. That's all.
Okay, go. Make it quick, please.
Okay, but like nobody else is.
I'm good.
Anastace,
Go.
can I talk to you while everyone else sets up the tents for a moment?
Yeah, what's up?
Come over here for a moment.
Okay.
I just wanted to say that I don't know how to explain it, but your story, it actually resonated with me a little too much, and I just wanted to say, I know that you probably talked to Valky and whatever, but I just wanted to say that I do understand where you're coming from, and if you do want to talk, I'll listen. I won't be a pain, I promise. He's just kind of quiet and weird.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
All right. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight.
Beginning now, yeah.
Oh, Rose, you wanted something quick too, didn't you?
Mine's probably not very quick. So instead, I will, as we end, Anastace kind of when he's done with Lore, he walks over to Velky, and we can do that next time.
Okay.
Damn.
Suspense.
Suspendy.
I got a favorite.
I want to thank everybody for coming in here tonight. That was a very fun session, and we'll get to continue it a little bit more as next time we explore Pinecrest a little bit more and relax after some pretty heavy sessions. And we'll see you guys all next time.